Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day, even on a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock p.m., 1900 hours. Captain Will is coming to you live and in HD TV, Technicolor, black and white, whatever mode that you are watching me right now. You're now rocking with the best. I tell you, you're now rocking with the best. There's a whole lot of podcasts out there. Talking sports, talking women's basketball, talking basketball in general, but ain't none like old Captain Will. You're rocking with the best, so come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Family, we got to go, and today I want to welcome everyone. To Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will on a Tuesday night, Talking Tuesday, Tangeray Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. What other Tuesdays I got? I ain't got no more Tuesdays. But we're having a good time tonight. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk some women's basketball. We're going to talk some Gamecocks. We're going to talk about those AP polls. We're going to talk about the net rankings. We're going to have a great old time today. We're going to talk about a possible recruit / commitment for the 2025 class who is on my radar. And we'll talk about that. So much to talk about. And then even though, and also, we got Tito's Tuesday. I like that. Tito's Tuesday. And I'm drinking some Tito's. About to do a shot of Tito's. I don't know why my mind went blank. But I'm getting old. You can call it PTSD. Maybe that we will do it. We call it PTSD. We're gonna talk all about this stuff today, and I'm gonna do the call-in show. We've been testing it out today. We're gonna put the number up. We had some technical issues last time we tried to do the call-in show, but we're gonna do the call-in show. Talk to a few people tonight. Have some good time because I love talking. That's what I do. I love talking. You couldn't stop me from talking when I was a kid. Just talked all the time, and now as an adult I talk more. So we're gonna talk it out. Where should we start? Where should we start, family? Please tell me where we should start. Oh, I forgot. I know we're gonna start. We're gonna start with shot o'clock. We're gonna start with shot o'clock on Tito's Tuesday, and we're gonna bring it like this right here. We're using old Hawaii shot glass. My wife and I went to Hawaii. This year for my birthday. It was amazing. We had a great time. I didn't want to leave. We had a great time. Oh man, Hawaii vibe is so different. Anybody who went to Hawaii, because we've been planning this for 4 years, because we were supposed to go, 3 years, because we were supposed to go during COVID. Supposed to be going COVID in 2020, didn't happen. Didn't go in 2021. So we just pushed it to the right. And then we did it, this summer for my birthday. So I appreciate it. So we're doing the shot. Here we go. Cheers. Get your shots up. Y'all. Get your shots up. Whether it's vodka, whether it's water, whether it's bright and early, whether it's ginger ale, whether it's some milk or some good old sweet tea. Get your shots up. Let's do this, y'all. That's good. Okay. So, AP polls came out. And you following Captain Will, I'm not a fan of AP polls ever. Not a fan of AP polls. There's a lot of discrepancies with AP poll. And I've told you before, but I'm gonna say this right. We're gonna recap what I said before because we might have some new people on here. We're gonna have some new people who watch the show later, but we're gonna talk about AP poll a little bit. AP poll sucks. Just say it like over there. AP poll sucks. Not a fan of voters saying who they like the best. Not a fan of that process. Not a fan. It doesn't take into account a whole lot of things. I was thinking about this show earlier today, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk a little bit about the AP poll, and then I'm gonna break it down a couple schools. And the first one I'm gonna break it down with is not gonna be about South Carolina. We're gonna talk a lot about South Carolina tonight. We're gonna talk about LSU. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about LSU because LSU they got the AP poll. This right here to tell me the discrepancies of the AP poll. AP poll got LSU being the 7th best team in the country. Now, if you're the 7th best team in the country, to me, resumes matter. If you're going before a job interview, your resume matters, right? If you applying for a job as a CEO of a company, if the only thing you manage was a lemonade stand, you shouldn't get that job, right? So if I'm looking at the resume of the LSU Tigers, the defending national champions, I'm looking at the resume, and the resume doesn't don't amount to what a 7th ranked team should be. It don't amount to that, because LSU, if you look at, because I go by the net rankings. The net rankings take into account the strength of schedule. It takes into account the wins and losses, the margin of victory. It takes into account where the game was being played, home or away. It takes into account all these cool things in this offensive efficiency, defensive efficiency, all these different things, and it spits out this awesome formula and equation and equal sign and all these different things, and you have the top rated teams in the country. And it goes all the way from 1 to 360, all the Division I basketball teams, okay? So, LSU, and I got LSU fans on here. I hope they chime in. LSU. So, LSU, and we're just going to say it like this right here. LSU's schedule has been straight garbage, okay? So, they played 2 teams that are ranked in the top 60. 2 teams, okay? They played one first game of the season, Colorado, and they lost, okay? They played a second one, Virginia, and they won that basketball game. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. They played 2 teams in the top 60, won 1, lost 1, okay? That's LSU. That is the 7th ranked team in the country. Their strength of schedule is 180th in the country. Okay? We're going to talk about that. If your strength of schedule is 150th to 180th, you ain't scheduling nobody. But in the AP poll, you just get credit for wins and losses. That's all you get. Wins and losses. So with LSU, and the strength of schedule is terrible, but they can continue to play some garbage teams. The next team they play is McNeese. McNeese is a little school in Louisiana. They 0-6. Their net ranking is 357. I just said that there are 360 teams in the country. 360 teams in the country. So LSU playing tonight, the 357th worst team in the country. 357th worst team in the country. That's who they playing. I looked at the odds. LSU favored by 64.5. Okay? Then they play Northwestern State, ranked 257th. Coppin State, ranked 263rd. Jacksonville, ranked 251st. And then they go to SEC play. And they play Missouri, 95th. And then Ole Miss, 61st. Schedules matter, y'all. Schedules matter. And if schedules matter, why in the hell is the LSU Tigers ranked 7th in the country? But all thing you want to see is all these crazy video game stats from Nisa Morrow. All these crazy video game stats from old Angel Reese, from old Michaela Williams. Oh, that's all you're going to see. But they playing junior college. They playing Eau Claire. And they playing, Laura Richland. They're going to get all these stats because that's what they're doing. They stat pad. So I'm not a fan of the AP poll. In the net rankings, LSU is ranked 19th in the country. 19th in the country. When you take everything into account, strength of schedule, margin of victory, wins and losses, if you play some damn body, you might want to, you might move up in the polls. But the AP poll don't matter. Oh, LSU won. Oh, LSU won. LSU won. LSU won. I don't care about no LSU winning. Play some damn body. South Carolina's played 5 teams in the top 60. 5. Of those 5 teams in the top 60, Notre Dame, Maryland, North Carolina, Duke, Utah. South Carolina played 2 teams in the top 5 in net rankings. That's Notre Dame and Utah. Schedules matter. Playing against tough teams matter. That is why South Carolina has the 18th ranked strength of schedule, and LSU got the 100,000 strength of schedule because we play people. We're not afraid, and we're still going to play LSU. We're still going to play UConn. We're still going to play a top SEC teams during the next few months. So that's my rant. That is my rant talking about the AP poll, LSU, and I got a couple other ones that I can talk about, but we're gonna move on to old South Carolina. South Carolina, number 1 team in net ranking, which the ranking that actually matters, and number 1 team in the AP poll. Okay, South Carolina doing what South Carolina does. That's what we do. We win basketball games handedly. Like I said before, 5 teams. We only played 9 teams already in this upcoming season. This season right now. December the 12th. 12. That's what it is right now, right? So we played 5 out of 9 teams that are rated top 60. And we beat all 5. 5-0. 5-0. Okay? Nobody else has done that. Nobody else has done that. Nobody else has that resume like that. Now we playing Presbyterian coming up on the 16th, but we just played Utah. We just played Duke. We just played North Carolina. We ain't going through a stretch like some of these teams that are going to play 5 straight games of teams 200 ranked or more. No, not Carolina. No, we don't do that. So strength of schedule, 18th in the country. And offensive rating, we're 9th in the country. 9th in the country in offensive rating. Okay? The pace of play, we are 23rd in the country. 23rd in the country. That's the number of possessions you get per 40 minutes. Okay? South Carolina is 23rd in the country right now in terms of pace of play. Last year's team was 160th, I believe, in pace of play. We play a whole different brand. We play a whole different style. Play a whole different style of basketball now at South Carolina. You can call it the Raven Johnson effect. Healthy Raven Johnson, we playing faster pace. You can call it MilLaysia Fulwiley effect. We playing at a faster pace. You can call it whatever you want to call it. I call it this right here. Our guards are better than y'all guards, so y'all keep up. Y'all keep up. That's y'all chance. Y'all, you just keep up. Against top-rated teams. Okay, so pace of play is 23rd. Field goal percentage. Field goal percentage is first in the country. Field goal percentage first in the country, 52%. You know why our field goal percentage is 52%? Because we get you inside and we get you outside. You determine which way we're gonna get you. Hey, we can get that way, or we get you that way. It don't matter. It don't matter. So you can say because of Kamilla Cardoso, who's averaging over 60% from the field. But you can also talk about we have multiple players at around 50% from the field. 2 of them are guards. Let's say that 2 of our players are guards with over 50% from the field. Raven Johnson and Te-Hina Paopao. MilLaysia Fulwiley is tracking hard for that one too. Tessa Johnson's tracking hard for that. So we got, and then the Kamilla Cardoso effect, the Ashlyn Watkins effect, Chloe shooting about 50% herself. So all that stuff roll together, and we at 52%. Number 1 in the country. Tough schedule. Still number 1 in the country. 3-point percentage. This is the thing right here. 3-point percentage. 3-point percentage for the South Carolina Gamecocks is all-time high. And I'm telling you this right here, it ain't never happened like this before. Never happened like this before. I'm talking about years and years ago when we had Shannon, not Hollywood Raven Johnson. I'm talking about old country Shannon Johnson. You know, back in the days, not when we had Ty Harris, not when we had Zaya, not when we had Bianca Cuevas Moore, Tay Cooper, you know, all these top guards that we've had in the past. You know, no. Right now, we're ninth. We are ninth in the country in three-point shooting. Ninth in the country. Last year, team that almost went undefeated was almost ranked 200th in three-point shooting. The South Carolina women's basketball team is ranked ninth in three-point shooting. It ain't an error. It ain't a mistake. It ain't none of those things. It is consistency. South Carolina is shooting 40% from the three-point line. 40%. South Carolina is the best three-point shooting team in the SEC. South Carolina is ranked ninth out of 360 teams. 360 teams. That is special, y'all. That is special. We can compare a lot of teams that had glory at the University of South Carolina. Oh, we can compare a lot of teams. A whole lot of teams. Whole lot of teams. But in terms of putting the ball into the basket from at an outstanding rate and from a distance, South Carolina, this team right here is the best shooting South Carolina team that we've ever had, that we've ever saw. That is South Carolina basketball. You can say the addition of Te-Hina Paopao, who's shooting over 50% from the three-point line. You can say that, you know, Raven Johnson going into the lab with a pen and a pad and a basketball, shooting over 40% from the three-point line. You can say Tessa Johnson, who's shooting 40% from the three-point line. You just got a lot of players on South Carolina. MilLaysia Fulwiley shooting the three. Bree Hall shooting 37% herself. Whole lot of players on the South Carolina basketball team that can lace it up and shoot that three at will. Now, we don't shoot the three ball as many times as some of these other schools where they just rely on the three-pointer. You know, we don't shoot the ball as much as the three as much as Iowa. Oh, shoot. You know, Caitlin Clark probably shoot the three ball more than everybody on the team combined, you know. But her three-point percentage, because you take half of the shots of Iowa, her three-point percentage is about 35-36%. Yeah. Okay, Clark, the sharpshooter, just got signed the Gatorade. Yeah, got the old commercial. Caitlin Clark and Paige Becker, the only two players in women's basketball signed the Gatorade, right? Shooting about 36% from the three. When we got multiple players shooting over 40% from the three ball. Imagine that. Free throw shooting, we got to work on. We got to continue to work on. That's going to be an ongoing topic all season long. We're right now 283rd in the country. Out of 360 teams, 65%. 65%. I think this is going to end up being about midway. I think we'll be about midway when the season ends. You would say we shot about 69, 68% from the free throw line. Okay, that's what I think it's going to be. You know, you are what you are. Right now, we're the ninth rank. We through 9 games. We got a sample size about a quarter of the way through the season. Got a sample size. So the sample size tells me that we're not a good free throw shooting team. Now, we're a great, amazing offensive rebounding team, but we're not a great free throw shooting team. So a lot of times we miss these free throws. We get offensive rebound and we score again. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is. The problem with that is a lot of our dynamic shooters don't get to the free throw line. Most of our post players are the ones that are shooting the shots at the free throw line. Thus, you have what you see. Bree Hall shooting 80+% from the free throw line. She don't get to the free throw line enough. That's what happens. Assists. Again, the number 1 ranked team in the country is 7th in the country in terms of assists. 7th. 7th in the country. We average 21 assists per basketball game. This ain't no cupcake schedule that we speak of. We just racking up assists, stat, blah, blah, blah. You know, another thing that kind of trips me out. With our assists, But no, I'm gonna talk about the turnovers. Right? We talk about the turnovers. Turnovers, we because we had 23 turnovers against Utah. Right now, we're averaging 15 turnovers again. Again, that's too many turnovers for a South Carolina basketball team. Right now, we're 80th in the country. We're 80th in the country in terms of turnovers. That ain't good. Not for South Carolina standards. That's that's about the top 25% percentile. But we don't need that. We need to be in the top 10 percentile in terms of turnovers. But where we are, despite the team averaging 15 turnovers a game, we are still 17th in terms of assist to turnover ratio. Assist to turnover ratio is 1.46. So we get 1.4 assists for every turnover. Raven Johnson is leading the team in assists and has a turnover ratio of 3-1. Okay, which is outstanding, which is amazing. But we need to cut down the assists, the turnovers. We have to cut down the turnovers. We have to continue to work, take care of the ball. You're going to have some mistakes because of the pace of play that we play, but we have to cut down the turnovers. We had several turnovers that were resulting from the offensive fouls that were given this past Sunday against Utah. Things we got to work on. Things we have to work on. So, that's offensively. So number 9th in the country in terms of offensive rating. So defensively, South Carolina is the 2nd ranked team in the country in terms of defensive rating. I think the number 1 team in terms of defensive rating is Old Dominion. I haven't seen Old Dominion play, so it tells me this right here. I don't know what they do. I know their schedule ain't there, but it's Old Dominion, and I gotta give them credit where credit is due. South Carolina number 2 in the country in terms of defensive rating, number 9 team in offensive rating, and the number 2 team in defensive rating, which makes us being the number 1 team in terms of net rating. Okay, so field goal percentage, we are first in the country in terms of defending our opponents' field goal percentage. They're shooting about 30% from the field goal line, 30%. That's amazing. First in the country. And then 2-point percentage. 2-point percentage, we are first. 2-point percentage, first in the country. 32%. That is the Kamilla Cardoso effect. That is the Ashlyn Watkins effect. That is a Chloe Kitts effect. That is a Sanaya Fagan. That is the Sakima Walker, because our size is more than you, and you can't deal with it. But it's also some perimeter defense along with Bree Hall, defending the best perimeter player. That's some solid defense from Te-Hina Paopao, Raven Johnson. That is why we are so dominant defensively. That is why. So in 3-point percentage, we are 37th in the country defensively. 37th in the country. Opponents shoot 25% from the 3. You saw that against Utah. We was not going to let them shoot the 3 ball. We wasn't. They were 5 for 20. 5 for 20. At the 3-point line. My Marlboro credit mine makes that about 25% from the 3-point line. Utah shoots close to 48% from the 3-point line. Against us, they shot 25%. Now they got some easy layups. They got some things of that nature. But our goal was to prevent Utah from shooting that 3 ball at will. And it worked. And we won the basketball game by 9 points. Defensively, we are really good. We're really good. Steals, we're 61st in the country, averaging about 10 steals. Block shots, we're number 1 in the country, averaging about 10 block shots. We are special, y'all. This is a special basketball team. Any way you slice it, any way you look at it, in every single ball game, there are going to be games that are close. There'll be games, and our definition is close because we spoiled. We are spoiled fans watching South Carolina basketball because we think we should beat every team by 20 points or more. We think we should. There are going to be some teams that we're going to win by single digits, y'all. We just won by 9 points. There are going to be some teams because they play basketball too. They're really good. They are really good as well. So we play tough teams, and this is a young squad. This is a team still figuring it out. Don Staley said it her best. She said it best. She said, this is the worst we're gonna be this year. December the 12th, the number 1 ranked team in the country. 9th offensive rating, 2nd defensive rating. Said this is the worst we're going to be this year. You know why she said that? She said that because the girls are still learning. They're still learning. They're still growing. They're growing all the time. They're growing all the time. So this team, the team that we played against Utah, won't be the same team that's going to be in the tournament, putting that work on team, standing on business. Standing on business, y'all. It won't be the same team. This team will be so special moving forward. You know, so right now, following the prediction models, and Captain Will like to predict things, and I follow whatever models, and I follow whatever metrics and things of that nature. South Carolina is predicted, according to Vegas, and according to whatever other stuff I see, to win all the rest of the basketball games this season, in the regular season, all of them. You know, right now, we predict to beat LSU by 12 to 15 points. Okay? The number 7 ranked team in the AP poll, we are predicted to beat them by 12 to 15 points. UConn. I tell you what, I watched the UConn versus North Carolina game. I watched that game. And I tell you this right here. Please, UConn, play us the way you played North Carolina. Have Paige Beckers playing the 4 position. Please, with sugar on top, with some sugar and caramel dripped all over it. Please, have Paige Beckers playing the 4 position against us. Please go small against us. That you know that might be the only thing you have. Aaliyah Edwards at the center and put Paige at the 4 position and have all these guards trying to play us. I recommend it. I tell you I do. I recommend it. I recommend it. I recommend it, please. We will light y'all up. We will light y'all up. You know, so you can do what UConn did. You can do that against some other teams. You can't do it against South Carolina. You can't do it against 6'7", 6'5", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2". You can't do that. No. But I hope you do. I'll be there to watch. I swear to God, I'll be there to watch. I'll be there to watch. So and we talk about it. I just laugh when I watch that game. I just laugh when I watch it. Like, girl, oh man, please do that. Please do that. So drinking some wine, drinking some Pinot Grigio. That is my wine of choice. It really is. And I was not a wine drinker until I met my wife. Matter of fact, here's the thing. When I met my wife, I didn't even drink. For years and years and years, I didn't drink. Most of my military career, I didn't drink. Now, there was some spurts, you know, that I drank, you know, just, in my younger days, you know, trying to fit in, you know, all that crazy stuff that, you know, young people do. I'm going to fit in. I'm going to drink a 40. I'm going to drink a whatever. I'm going to drink this. It tastes like straight garbage. But, you know, most of my, and I say adult life, and you ain't really an adult as a male until you're 30. Forget what they say. As a male, we ain't adults till we 30 because our brain ain't formed together and we still do stupid stuff and we just dumb. Males in general ain't too smart anyway. We ain't too smart. I ain't talking about no college degrees and academic stuff, but I'm just talking about the reality of just having good common sense, and we ain't, you know. And so you under 30, you really ain't got good sense. So I'm talking about those are the days you just playing Xbox, or my day playing PlayStation and some draws and some flip-flops and ain't ate all day. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And you just do that all the time, you know? So that, you know, now you get 30 plus, you become a man. You become a man and you start thinking a little different. Thinking a little different. I met my wife when I was, so that was 2012. So what are you, 11 years ago? So I was 37. 37 years old when I met my wife. Best thing that ever happened to me, because I was not in a great place relationship wise. Just say it like that. But my wife did what she did. She cleaned me up. Let her tell it. Cleaned me up and molded me in the way that she wanted me to be. I know she's listening. She's gonna come in and slap me. But anyway, that's what it is. That's what it is. So, but now I got a good liver, so I drink. That's what the doctor say. I got a good liver, so that's what it is. Let's go through some of these comments. Go through a few of these comments right now. We had a 30-minute mark. We are just flying by, and we have so many comments. We have so many comments today. And the first one that we had was Robert Arrington. Robert Arrington, hey, Cap, how was your day? My day was amazing. My day was great. My wife was getting her hair braided, so I watched basketball. I watched some games that I hadn't watched, so I did that on ESPN Plus, trying to be knowledgeable, trying to take it all in, so I can come on here and talk some real stuff. So that's what I did today. I did some research. I started preparing for the interview I'm going to do with Adele Tack tomorrow. Yep, I will have Adele Tack, and she'll be talking about the injury she sustained and the recovery process. That's going down tomorrow. Yeah, Captain Will family, we are trying to bring in guests, to have fun, but give some educational knowledge. I ain't media, but my following supports me and this process. So that's what we're gonna do. We got a Dale Tack tomorrow, and we're gonna work on Maddie McDaniel next week. That's what's going on. So Robert Arrington, I did get what you sent. Yes. Fire. We'll talk more about that next week. Robert, rock with Captain Will. Yeah. Kimberly Page, y'all was here before the show started. I really appreciate it. Te-Hina, hey, what's up? Shondell Matthews. Hello, Captain Will and Gamecock fan. Christopher Jones, that's we got the Tito's Tuesday. Yep, Tito's Tuesday. Te-Hina, good old homemade vodka. Girl. Te-Hina, were you the one that was talking about that moonshine, that peach moonshine? That was it peach? I can't remember. But homegirl of mine went to school with Dee. Shout out to Dee. Was talking about we can just buy that in the store. So I ain't seen no stores in Charlotte that sell that. Maybe I got to go back to the country. Tiff Brown, you better make sure you do your work. I think Tiff Brown, the one who was drinking and doing her school work, you better make sure you do that. Tito Tuesday. You better hopefully the finals are done. UCLA get some votes. UCLA is a really, really good basketball team. They are a really good basketball team. And UCLA would be number one in the they would get the number one seed when we do the rankings. When we, they do the tournament stuff. And UCLA is a team, according to the net rankings, I think UCLA is fifth, I think. I can't remember. But for my eyes, UCLA is a top 3 team in the country. I don't know where they ranked in the AP poll because I can care less. But I say this right here. Betts is the truth. They got good guard play. They got really good sides. And I think that, a team like UCLA would give us problems. They would give us problems. They would give us problems. Te-Hina, yep, LSU. LSU. Cupcake schedule. Yeah, they ain't playing no top teams. Nah, Ernest, you're right, bro. They ain't playing no top teams. They ain't playing no top teams at all, and they go, and it worked for them last season. It worked for them. They had a more difficult route, and they won the championship. Maybe they just say, okay, we just gonna play the same way. We ain't gonna play nobody during the season, just up the SEC. Well, we gotta play somebody, and then tournament time. It didn't work out for the SEC tournament because they lost, against Tennessee in the semis, and then so we didn't even play them in the finals of the semis. The SEC championship. We didn't play them because they wasn't there because they lost. They got the brakes beat off by us. But they went through. They beat Utah, which I thought Utah was going to win that game, but they beat Utah and then they beat Iowa. They beat the team that beat us. They beat the team that beat us. We got to give credit where credit is due. But I tell you like this right here. This is right here. This right here. The LSU team that is playing basketball today because they play at McNeese State, ain't beat no South Carolina Gamecocks. No, they are not. Beating no South Carolina Gamecocks with Haley Van Lith injured. They still ain't got a point guard. They're just overwhelming teams that are bad. That's all they're doing. That is all they're doing. We'll see how good LSU is when they actually play in the SEC. When they actually play in the SEC, best thing for LSU is that we are playing them at their place. And we have a young team. But here's the fact. Here's the facts. By the time we play on January 25th, we not so young no more. We not so young no more. The girls won't be shocked. The girls will not be shocked when we play y'all next time. Won't be. Don't be at all. Won't be. So it's different ways. It's different ways to get your team ready to play basketball. It's different ways. Don Staley approach is different than most. You know, UConn's playing a crazy schedule. UConn got a number one ranked strength of schedule in basketball, and that's with injuries. You know, so, but Gino been doing this for a long time. He knows that he's going to get the girls ready. They got, you know what? They got some tough games in their conference, and they still got to play us out of conference in February. So UConn is playing a crazy schedule, you know? So that is what it is on that part. You know, I want to give a shout out to Ernie Weber. He hit me up today. One of the comments he said was he watched the show every time. He said, Captain Will, the best women's basketball on the tube. He said, love getting off third shift to come home and watch while I make my bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich. This brother working third shift, come home and make him a bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich. Because you know that bologna and cheese, woo, if you country, you know all about that bologna and cheese. You get that bologna, you put that bologna, and I remember back in the day when we first got that old microwave oven, put that bologna in there on that microwavable plate. Or back in the day, you know, when microwaves were new, you didn't know what the hell we was doing. So you put the bologna, it might be on a paper towel, might be on whatever, and that bologna get hot and it start rising up, getting like a bowl. Get that bowl like that right there. Get that bowl shape, and you got that crispy brown rim of a bologna sandwich, and you put that bologna on some good old toasted bread with some mayonnaise on it, and then you throw some cheese, and the cheese is just melts. You know, you can have whatever cheese. We wasn't rich back in those days, so we get cheese, whatever type of cheese we have. It can be some I don't even know, store-bought cheese or, off-brand cheese. It might have been some welfare cheese. You know, back in the day, you had that welfare cheese. Ooh, whoa! That welfare cheese was like a big old loaf of bread, and you cut it and be all thick, and you put that loaf of welfare cheese on that bologna that's hot, and then my man would scramble up an egg and put it on that bologna. Ooh, you got some good eating right there, man. You got some good eating right there. Bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich. So shout out to this brother making bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich and watching Captain Will say some crazy stuff like that. You know, I appreciate it. Yeah. All right, Shondell Matthews. Yep. South Carolina got all the first place votes in the AP poll. Even old Rebecca Lobo said South Carolina number one. I know she had to bite her thumb. So, Virgil Wimberly, like the comment, brother. LSU is playing absolutely nobody. It is shameful. It is shameful to be a defending national champion and just playing this garbage schedule. You should be ashamed of yourself. Mm-hmm. William W. Ellis. I don't remember if you ever hit me up before, but I like your comment. Fulwiley came into the last games apparently on a design mission to disrupt, annoy, get points, get assists, and help end the opposing guards' attempts at dominance. You know what? With MilLaysia Fulwiley, well, her size is 5'10". Yeah, she about 5'10". She got long arms that can jump. She has the potential to be an outstanding defensive player, y'all. She about the size of Ty Harris. Remember Ty Harris? She was at a game on Sunday playing for the Connecticut Sun. She had the size and the defensive capability to play similar to her in that defensive side. You know, now ladies and gentlemen, she's only 9 games in. 9 games in. I know we want MilLaysia Fulwiley to play 40 minutes a game and do hella crazy stuff in this game, in the games, but you know, she plays 19 minutes a game. She plays 19 minutes a game. She's averaging 12 points a game. You know, she is putting in the work when she's inside, in there. Now she's averaging a little over 2 turnovers a game. I think it's like 2.3 turnovers a game. And that's gonna come along. That's gonna, as she matriculate through this season and continue to put in work. You know what I'm saying? But MilLaysia Fulwiley is going to be so awesome, so special for South Carolina. And I believe in my heart that MilLaysia Fulwiley is going to bring a championship or 2 to South Carolina. I really do. I think you and MilLaysia Fulwiley, when she hangs up her Jordans, I don't know, Under Armour, whatever they wear, you know, I think it's Under Armour. When they put those shoes up and she moves on to the W, I think she will have 2 championships to her name. Will it be this year? I don't know. It's trending that way. I just think that while MilLaysia Fulwiley is in a Gamecock uniform, we always gonna have a chance to win. We just have a chance to win because she's one of the best. You could definitely say she's one of the best freshman guards in the country. That is a given. But she will be one of the best guards, best players in the country during her junior, senior year in college. Bucket. Tell you, it's special, y'all. Te-Hina, the Bayou Divas are dropping like flies. Low-key, can't lie. UCLA, Texas, and Notre Dame will be in the national championship. They have players from top to bottom. Notre Dame just need a true big. They get Miles Cintron back, they would be good. Family. Low-key, what's up, my guy? What's going good? Hey, all right, first off, let's talk about Texas. Texas has played. I think Texas has the, you know, I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm going to look up what Texas, because I want to say the 200 and something strength of schedule. They 10-0. They are 10-0. Texas strength of schedule is 214th. Let me say that one more time. One more again for the people in the back, and especially low-key. Low-key, homie. Texas strength of schedule is 214th. That tells me that they ain't played no damn body. They played, looking at it right now, they played one game, a team in the top 60, and that's Connecticut. At the time, Connecticut was ranked 17th in net ranking. Texas has played Southern. They have played, Southern was 246, Liberty 119th, University of Texas El Paso 250th, Louisiana Tech 260th, Arizona State 116th, High Point 303, South Florida 133, Oral Roberts 146, Long Beach State 140. You know what I'm saying? So it is easy. You will find how good Texas is start December the 30th. When they play Baylor, who's ranked 14th, Texas Tech 47th, West Virginia 21st, TCU 24th, Kansas State 8th, Kansas 49th, Oklahoma 15th, Baylor again on February the 1st. This is when you'll see how good Texas is. Because right now, Texas has zero credibility in Captain Will's eyes. None. They have no credibility whatsoever. None. They haven't played nobody. They played one team in the top 60. One. The rest have been scrubs. Scrubs. So I ain't got nothing to say about no Texans. As far as Notre Dame don't want this smoke with Olivia Miles. I want this smoke. Man, come on. UCLA, yeah. UCLA is really good. UCLA could be in the national championship. But for you to say, you know, UCLA, Texas, and Notre Dame in the national championship without saying South Carolina going to be in the national championship after Texas ain't played no damn body. I wish we had played a schedule 200 and something in the country. You know, our stats would be unbelievable, off the chart. We'll be doing banners and cart rolls and flips because we would just be all over everywhere. But we play tough schedule. We 18th in the country. You know, Schedules matter, y'all. South Carolina's 18th strength of schedule. Texas 270. What the hell did I say? I said Texas is 214th. No. Can't do that. Loki, I see you comment. I meant one of them would be in the. We got you, bro. We got you. It's all good. It is all good. Tiff Brown, we know how to face adversity before it matters in March. Yes, that is why you play top teams. This is why. So you can experience diversity. You can experience a little bit of turmoil, you know, and then before you get to the tournament, we playing, you know what I'm saying? So we play Notre Dame. Notre Dame has potential. According to Low Key, Notre Dame got a potential to win the championship. We play Notre Dame. We play Sweet 16 at the least. You know, we play Maryland. Maryland always play well in the tournament. Maryland going to do well in the tournament. We play North Carolina. We play Duke. Both of those teams going to be in the tournament. Both of those teams have a high net ranking, okay? Then we play Utah. You can call Utah playing with South Carolina. South Carolina could be a championship game. It really could. Could be an elite 8 game, Final Four game, whatever it is. We could see Utah again. You know, so schedules matter. Adversity on a opponent's court matters. You play them in knees tonight. You playing 5 straight games against teams 150th ranked in the country. You know, you're not getting better that way. You're not. The players getting more comfortable, so I can say that. They're getting more comfortable. We're not getting comfortable getting better playing these teams because they're not stepping up the plate to play better teams. They played 2 teams in the top 60, and they lost one of those games handedly. Okay. Loki, hope we speak on that Utah game because 22 is flopping like hell. 5 offensive charges in the first half should tell anyone they wanted to make that a game. Yeah, Loki, we talked a lot about that on the Utah game after the Utah game, but we'll speak on this right here. The Utah was a tough game. 2022, I know, got an ice bath and a massage after that game because she was giving up her body, flopping, charging, whatever. Regardless of the fact, 22 was putting her body on the line against South Carolina, against a team that's bigger, faster, and stronger. Okay, so she put her body on the line. She got some blows. She took some blows that most people won't. She took some blows from Ashlyn Watkins that most people won't do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was some flopping. It was some flopping. Tiff Brown, what is LSU pace of play? I want to say LSU pace of play is around 10th. I want to say it's 10th in terms of pace of play. Let me look it up real quick. LSU. Who? Pace of play for LSU is 12th. LSU's pace of play is 12th in the country. 12th in the country. LSU. They play fast. But you're playing fast against scrubs. I don't put much stock when you're playing fast against scrubs. I hope they play fast against us. I hope, because the defense isn't good. I hope they play fast against us. Please. LSU, Kim Mulkey, LSU fans, your recipe for a loss is play fast against South Carolina. Please. Won't happen. Virgil White, good point, man. We don't depend on one shooter to score 40 points. If Iowa and Utah lose their number one score, they're done. That is a fact. We do not depend on one score. We have, cool fact, we have 7 players on this basketball team that average 9 points or more. 4 players who average double figures. 6 players who are almost at double figures. But we have 7 players that average 9 points or more on this basketball team. In terms of minutes, the highest minutes total is Raven Johnson. She plays, I think it's 27.1 minutes a game. You have the top players in the country, the top players who get all the pub, who get all the NIL money, get all the commercials, they get all the deals and that nature, play 35, 38 minutes a game. Okay? And they shoot 35, 38 times a game. Okay? That's not South Carolina. That's not South Carolina basketball. We don't do that. We don't do that. We spread the ball around and we play efficient basketball. That's why we're ninth ranked in offensive efficiency. And also to get on the court for South Carolina, coached by the GOAT herself, Dawn Staley, you got to play defense. That's always been paramount for South Carolina. You got to play defense. That's why we're second ranked in defense. So, yes, some players who get crazy offensive numbers, and then they get, you might have a player that scored 25 points, but they also on the defensive end, they give up 25 points. So what's the win right there? You know what I mean? What's the win? You know what I'm saying? Paige Beckers, I do got to give Paige Beckers a credit. Paige Beckers has improved her defense a little bit. She has improved her defense a little bit. And so I give credit when credit is due. She has improved her defense some. Caitlin Clark, not so much. But because a lot of these teams that score a lot of points, a lot of these teams that are central, one player centric, they don't play defense. Now, as far as Peely, she's an average defensive player. And as far as Utah, they lost their second best player. Utah is a really good basketball team. I cannot say that enough, y'all. Utah is a really good basketball team, and they play a tough schedule. They're coached very well. Utah play like a WNBA or NBA team. They run some of the same sets, a lot of the same sets that this modern basketball run. That's what they do. Montreal Bond. Like that name. Montreal Bond. Ravens revenge season. Facts. Now, like when I talked to her this summer, we sat down and chopped it up. And that's what she said. And then we did the interview later, and then the press conference or whatever, and then it went viral, you know what I'm saying? But the same stuff that she talked about with me this summer, the same thing that's coming into fruition right now. And I get a lot of, Lord Jesus, I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of stuff. It's, after this Utah game, Raven ain't doing this right. Raven ain't doing that right. Hey. Raven averaging 10 points. Ravens averaging 6.5 assists. Ravens averaging about 5-6 rebounds. Raven has an assist turnover rate of 3-1. She's like 15th in the country in terms of assists. She's shooting over 40% from the 3-point line. She's shooting about 50% from the field goal range. You know what Raven shot from the 3 last year? 21%. This year, she's shooting over 40%. So Raven improved her game so much. And yes, she had a few turnovers that she shouldn't have had against Utah. She had a bad game. But I can't rock with the whole thing of, this whole dissing Raven Johnson. I get some comments like that. I can't go with that. And for anybody who follows me, know that Raven's my favorite player. Raven's my favorite player. Te-Hina's my second favorite player on this basketball team. MilLaysia Fulwiley is my third favorite player. I can go down the list on and on and on. Okay. But it's just like, and Chloe's getting up the top 3 herself, but anybody who's played a sport, anybody who has a job, anybody who has children or grandchildren, you have bad days at the office, bad days on the court, bad days on the football field, bad days in spades. You do. So when you have those bad days, it happens. It's all good. Raven Johnson's having an outstanding season. She's having an outstanding season. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 6 assists a ball game. 2 turnovers a game. 53% from the field. 44% from the 3-point line. Those are elite numbers. You know who's not shooting 44% from the 3-point line? You know who's not? Those 2 girls who just got Gatorade deals. Those 2 girls who you're going to see all over the television this March and everywhere. That's who's not shooting 44%. You feel me? That is what's going on. Raven saw a flaw in a game, and she not only improved it, she doubled it. She doubled it, y'all. Now you're not gonna see her shoot. You know, because I get some of these comments that say, "Oh, Raven only had 2 3-pointers, or she hasn't." No, 2 or 3. You know, because Raven don't shoot a whole lot of 3-pointers. She don't shoot a whole lot of 3-pointers. But when she shoots it, it goes in. Nobody on our team shoot a whole gang of 3-pointers. I wish Te-Hina Paopao would when they played was it Saturday against Presbyterian? I would wish that Tina would shoot the 3 ball 15 times. I wish she would. Because she shoot the ball 15 times. Te-Hina Paopao, after shooting 51% from the field goal from the 3-point line, Te-Hina Paopao, she shot 15 of them. She's going to hit about 7 or 8 of them. Te-Hina Paopao, top 10 in the country in 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting. Top 10 in the country, number 1 in the SEC. Okay? But that's not the way we play. That is not the way we play. Te-Hina Paopao averages 27 minutes. 27 minutes. Raven Johnson averaged 29 minutes. Te-Hina Paopao, 27 minutes, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 51% from the 3. This Te-Hina Paopao, 51% from the field goal range. Missed 1 game. Missed 1 game. Senior. Came over from Oregon. Oregon. 2-time. Scratch that. 3-time. All Pac-12. 3-time All Pac-12. Gonna be 1-time SEC. All SEC. Hopefully she come back and be 2-time All SEC. That's Te-Hina Paopao. That is putting in the work, staying consistent and better defensively. Our backcourt, you can say that our 2 lead guards are dominant, y'all. Dominant. Averaging about 28 minutes a game between the both of them. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are double figures. Both of them shooting outstanding from the field and from the 3-point line. Both of them low turnovers. Both of them high assists. We are special. We are special. And then you can move on to Kamilla Cardoso. Because, Kamilla Cardoso is one of the most talked about players in college basketball, because I hear a lot of what she does what she does not do well. A lot of that stuff about what Kamilla Cardoso does not do well. Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact. There are 360 teams in women's basketball, Division I. 360 teams. There are 359 other teams across Division I basketball that would love to have Kamilla Cardoso on their team. Okay? USA Basketball would love to have Kamilla Cardoso playing for the USA. Okay? So be careful how you speak about a player who is as dominant in college basketball as anybody else. Anybody else. Averaging 16 points, 11 rebounds, shooting over 60% from field goal range, averaging 3 blocks a game. 3 blocks a game. Averaging 2 assists a game. This is Kamilla Cardoso, 6'7", an anchor down low, and shoot about close to 70% from the free throw line. This is Kamilla Cardoso. Okay? Grown woman, 22 years old. Grown woman. So we can say sometimes, because I hear the comment, oh, she lackadaisical on defense and blah, 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 all these different things. She's smiling too much, all these different things. But here's the fact. We have Kamilla Cardoso and these other teams don't. So we go into pretty much every single game on the schedule, pretty much every single game on the schedule, we have the advantage at the center position. Every single game that we play on the schedule. Only game that we would play that would be a matchup, must-see matchup if we play LSU. Not LSU. Not no LSU, because Kamilla would dominate Angel Reese just like she did last year. We play UCLA. Lauren Betts, 6'8". Kamilla Cardoso 6'7". We saw how that went down during the summer with Team USA against Team Brazil. We saw that, you know. So the girl is special, y'all. She is special. She picked right now. She's picked to go 4th in the WNBA draft. Okay, Kamilla Cardoso is the truth, y'all. Give her credit. Bree Hall, who's been playing very well over the last 3 to 4 games, very well, averaging 27 minutes a game, almost at 10 points a game. She's at 9 points a game. 9 points a game. She is averaging 3 rebounds, 1 assist, shooting 41% from the field, 38% for 3. Because her 3-point percentage has went up because 3 out of the last 4 games, she shot 75% from the 3-point line. Bree Hall was straight up electric. Electric. Percentages are going up. Her confidence is going up. Her defense is staying the same. We are playing very well. Bree Hall is playing very well basketball, y'all. Give her some credit. Give her some credit. And she's bringing leadership. She's bringing leadership. And I will be the first. I'll be first in line. I'll be the first in line. You know, first couple games, Bree, I said that Bree wasn't being aggressive enough. That's what I said. But what I'm watching through 9 games, Bree is a type player that lets the game come to her. She's a type player that lets the game come to her. And when the game comes to her, she delivers. She delivers. That is what Bree Hall does. And then on defense, she plays her butt off on defense. Bree Hall, she is one to watch because she is balling out over the last three out of the last 4 games. She is straight balling out offensively. Oh yeah, 38% from the 3-point line. Ask old Caitlin Clark and old Kate. What's the other one? Paige Beckers. How those numbers look? Bree shooting 38%, y'all. Chloe Skardashian, Chloe Scorsese, Chloe the Cobra, Chloe with the lashes, whatever nickname you have for Chloe Kitts from Florida is the right one. 6'2" forward, averaging 20 minutes a game, averaging 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover a game, shooting 50%, about 49, 50% from the field. That's Chloe. That is Chloe. Chloe gets in the game. She's going to score the basketball. She's going to get the rebounds. She's going to fall on the floor. She's going to scrap it up with somebody. She's going to do a half flip or 2. That's what we're going to do. This is the next game. Next game. No, not Presbyterian. No, we ain't going to do that. Next real game. Maybe against, what they got? Presbyterian, got Bowling Green. Mississippi against East Carolina. The assignment is for every time that Chloe Kitts does a half flip. No. Every time Chloe falls on the ground, going for a rebound, you do a shot. Do a shot. And every time that Chloe does a half flip after she did something crazy to an opponent, you do a chug. That's the assignment when we play against East Carolina. I will remind you about that, okay? I will remind you. But Chloe is one of my favorite players on this basketball team. She is one of my favorite players, and she is growing as a player in front of our eyes. Literally in front of our eyes. She is growing. Let's talk about MilLaysia. MilLaysia Fulwiley, Kenan High's finest. Kenan High's finest. Averaging 19 minutes a game. 19 minutes a game. Super freshman. Super freshman. And everyone who had a vote or an analysis of saying that MilLaysia Fulwiley was the 13th ranked player in the 2023 class, you need to go recheck yourself. Recheck yourself. I'm not sure what films you watched, but I said it then. I said it last year when I saw those rankings. I said last year, it's like no way that you got 12 players ranked higher than Fulwiley. Ain't no way. It's impossible. Impossible. And it proved true. But rankings are what they are sometimes, and it is, it's biases and things like that. I like to see it myself. Like, I can't wait till this summer when I go watch Under Armour Elite, and I go watch EYBL championships. I go watch these girls, not just in scrimmages, not just scrimmages. You see a lot of scrimmages, but I like to see my favorite part of scouting is when I see the girls do drills. That's my favorite part. When the girls are doing drills, that's when I get excited. I like seeing drills, and I like to see one-on-one play, and I like to see 3-on-3 play. That's what I like to see. Because a lot of times during the scrimmages, it turns into an AAU game. But when you're doing these drills, you can see who's the best handling the ball. You can see who can't go left. You can see all those things. You can see low post moves from your post players. You can see who hit the three. You can see what type of speed they have. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Like I said, I just get excited about that. I get excited when they're doing the drills. Because you can show up at a game and you see this, you see that. But when you actually watch the girls prepare, you watch the girls stretch, you watch the girls get into the zone, and they do drills, and it's like, I'm going hard. I'm going hard. Especially when you're a top rated player. Go hard. I showed a video a couple months ago. It was a video when Chloe was in high school and she was going one-on-one. I think it might have been Under Armour. I can't remember. But going one-on-one against another top player, and Chloe's putting in work. She's putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So, and also don't forget, do not forget this right here with South Carolina basketball. You have players who played on the same team for a long time. Long time, right? And I talk about AAU. I'm talking about because you got Raven, you got Fulwiley. Cool picture. Raven, Fulwiley, and Joyce was all taking a picture together. I think Joyce was a freshman. I think Raven was a senior. So we played together for a long time. Kamilla Cardoso, all these players been playing together for a long time. But not only been playing together for a long time, they played against each other for a long time. Raven Johnson and Angel Reese are good friends. Competition matters. The number 1 ranked player, the number 2 ranked player in the country is, Sarah Strong and Joyce Edwards. They played December 27th, Chick-fil-A Classic. And that's going to be an unbelievable showcase for their 2 basketball teams. Grace Christian and Camden. Just great, right? But it's going to be great having the number 1 player against the number 2 player. But here's the thing, y'all. They friends. They are friends. It ain't no animosity. I'm going to get you and do all this. No, they friends. I saw them talking at Under Armour. I saw them, but I also saw them going head up. A lot of one-on-one plays. You know what I'm saying? But we are all witnesses of that one versus 2 thing that's going on in December. Couple weeks after Christmas. Get your Christmas presents and come on down to Columbia and watch this game. Come on. But MilLaysia Fulwiley, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 50% from the field, 34% from the 3-point line. MilLaysia Fulwiley is definitely one of the best freshmen that has ever been at the University of South Carolina. And I see a lot of comments and my mentions and things like that, things of that nature. And I see the stuff. I do. I see all of it. I mean, I can respond to all of it because, there's a lot of comments, but I try my best to do so. And for the ones who I don't respond to, just keep it real. It's just because it's a lot. So sometimes I might do the Captain Will salute. It's a lot, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and all the comments. You know what I'm saying? So, but MilLaysia Fulwiley is not the first super freshman to not start for a basketball team. Okay, one of them got a statue right in front of Colonial Life Arena, right in front. So it's not a detriment when MilLaysia Fulwiley is not starting a basketball game. The key thing, she's averaging 19 minutes a game. It would be over 20 minutes a game, but she only played 3 minutes in 1 basketball game. She's getting the time. And when she's getting the time, she is producing. We all know she got to improve defensively, but all freshmen had to improve defensively. And she will. And we all know she got to improve her turnovers. All freshmen have to improve their turnovers. But she is lightning in a bottle. She is a highlight waiting to happen. She can score in so many different ways. And we are blessed to have her on this basketball team. I'm going to finish up with Ashlyn Watkins. Ashlyn Watkins playing 17 minutes a game. So between Ashlyn Watkins and Chloe Kitts at the power forward position, Chloe averaging 20 minutes, Ashlyn Watkins averaging 17 minutes. That's 37 minutes at the power forward position. We are elite at the power forward position, that combination. Okay? So Watkins averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds, almost 3 blocks a game, 1 steal, 1 assist, shooting 61% from the field goal range. That is special, y'all. We have a good one. We have a good one that has potential to be great in Ashlyn Watkins. The combination of Ashlyn and Chloe is downright dynamic at the 4 position for us. It is. So I hear a lot. It's like, why can't Sanaya get into the game? Why can't she get all these minutes? And the reason why Sanaya Fagan can't get into the game and she can't get all these minutes is because Chloe and Watkins are dominant. Imagine that. Two sophomores. And Chloe's not really a sophomore yet. She won't be a sophomore until January in my eyes. But they are dominant, winning the basketball game, offensively and defensively. So Sanaya has a challenge that you have 2 players ahead of her to get in the rotation. And the only way that she would get into the rotation is 1, injury, or 2, somebody, Ashlyn or Chloe drops off in production. I don't see neither one of those happening. I don't see no production happening with those 2 girls falling off, because what they do well. They do their well. I mean, the 2023 class, Chloe is 17th ranked in the country. Showed up early. Ashlyn Watkins 12th ranked in the country in 2022. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing as a top-rated player in the 22 class. Chloe is doing what she's supposed to be doing as a top-rated player in the 2023 class. That is what she's doing. That is what both of them are doing. So Sanaya got to find a way to get into the rotation. She got to find a way to crack the rotation. And this year is going to be tough. This year's going to be tough, and then next year's going to be tougher. Because you got, another super freshman in Joyce Edwards at 6'2", 2.5, who's going to come in and do work. Number 2 ranked player in the country. Who'll come in and do work. All of them play the same position. And we'll talk about transfers after the season. I ain't want to talk enough about none of that stuff. All I know is Chloe is playing very well. Watkins is playing very well. And we have a super freshman coming in next year. And Joyce Edwards, who's going to play very well also. Okay? So let's go through some more of these comments. Mr. J, South Carolina 3-point shooting is a testament to Don's knowledge of basketball, finessing the portal. Mr. J, I like that, finessing the portal, because we struck gold this year in the transfer portal, because it's not about quantity. It's not about quantity whatsoever. It's about quality. We did not try to change up our team, trying to get multiple players from the transfer portal like some of these teams are doing. We did not do that. We didn't go that route. We had a need at the 3-point shooting. Te-Hina Paopao was available. We got Te-Hina Paopao. And you already know the results. 51% from the 3, 51% from the field, averaging 13 points, top 10 in the country in 3-point shooting, number 1 in the SEC. We needed some size. We lost some size with Aaliyah Boston, 6'5". Letitia Shamir here, 6'4". Victoria Saxon at 6'2". We lost size. So went into the portal. We got Sakima Walker, 6'5". Okay. So the expectation is that we will get somebody else in the portal. I expect a post player, possibly a wing player in the portal coming up. We lost out on Kennedy Smith. So we lost out on Kennedy Smith, who was a 6th ranked wing in the country. So I expect us to get a wing in the portal. I do. I expect us to get a wing in the portal, and I expect us to get a post player in the country, especially with the injury to Adele Tack, the 26th ranked player in the country, 6'5" from Texas, who I will be talking with tomorrow. Then we get a post player as well, because we're going to lose Kamilla Cardoso. Ladies and gentlemen, Kamilla Cardoso is not coming back to South Carolina. Kamilla Cardoso will go to the W. She's top 4 right now in the WNBA draft. She will go to the W. We will not have Kamilla Cardoso next year. So we have to get size. We got to replace South Carolina. We always replace size with size. Okay, that is the formula. That is what we do. So we got Adele Tack coming next year. I'm not sure when she'll be ready to play. I will get those details tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. And then we got Sakima Walker, who I believe gonna come back, use a COVID year, and she's gonna come back. Who she's 6'5", and I think we're gonna get a transfer, a solid transfer to come in. Who's knowing South Carolina, who be 6'4" better. Okay, who knows that they're gonna play? Who, because you have a lot of traditional centers across, women's basketball. You have a lot of traditional centers, a lot of them, a lot of traditional centers, and so you have centers who, in real talk. I'm not sure why a traditional center, 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", or more, wouldn't choose South Carolina. Because it's only a couple teams that really, really utilize the big the way we do. You are featured. If you're a big that can play, you will be featured at the University of South Carolina. You will. So if you're a high schooler, if you're in the 10th, 11th grade and you are big, you got that size, that ability, that shot blocking, that rebounding ability and talent, you need to invest in the University of South Carolina. That's what you need to do. All jokes aside, that's what you need to do. Because you will be featured at South Carolina. Some of these other schools, you will be watching. You'll be watching. Not the University of South Carolina. So, Tip Brown, turnovers have to decrease. Yes, ma'am. They do. Christopher Jones, Virgil White, since you brought it up, I saw a stat line that said Clark has put up over 300 shots so far. Ridiculous. I agree with you completely. I know I don't know what Iowa would be if Kayla Clark got hurt, because the whole team is centric around her. The whole team is centric around her. Virgil White, just imagine if Raven and Bree Hall had a good game, we would have destroyed Utah. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that aspect. Neither player played well offensively. Neither one of them shot the ball well at the 3 or the field goal range. It happens sometimes, and it happened in because Bree had been so hot at the 3-point line, so I expected her to continue, shooting the ball well, but she didn't. And Raven looked out of sorts, shooting the ball, turnovers, assists, all of it. But she's still a sophomore, growing, and Bree is a junior, starting for the first time. So, yeah. TD, you're absolutely right. Most of the turnovers are from trying to force the ball inside when it's not there. Yeah, you're right. Quita is good though. I ain't gonna front. Quita is good. I think Quita's from I think Quita's from Charlotte. I think she is from Charlotte. She swears we will lose LSU. She put out good content. All right, she's so funny. I like her. Nah, we ain't losing LSU. Nope. No, ma'am. No, sir. We are not losing to LSU. Not this year. Dave Teves. Peely is a special player. She exposes everyone. She is a special player. The girl's averaging over 25 points a game, and she's not taking 25 shots a game. She's shooting over 50% from the field goal range and damn near 50% from the 3. At 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, whatever her size is, and post moves that she could teach a class. You can teach a class. Now, Captain, you said the same thing about Utah. What I said about Utah? I said we was gonna blow them out. I said we're gonna beat Utah by 10 to 15 points. I said we're gonna beat them by 10, 15 points. We lost by 9, and we won by 9. Won by 9. Now we didn't. I mean, I noticed. I mean, net rankings, Utah was 4th in the country. So I mean, It was 4th. Good game. Great game. Great game. And then according to the net rankings, which I live and die by, Utah will be the best team that we'll play during the regular season. I know some people was looking like, what you talking about, Cam? What you drinking? What you drinking? Saying something like that. Yeah, Utah, according to the net rankings, will be the best basketball team we will play this year. The best. They're right now fourth in the country in terms of net ranking. LSU is 19th. UConn is 17th. Okay? Tennessee, we all know Tennessee has fell off with Rakia Jackson out, or like 90th now in terms of net ranking. Ole Miss, who I thought had a lot of prowess, who thought I was going to play very well this season, aren't playing as well, but they're still a good basketball team. So we'll hit them up. We hit up Mississippi State, which is a really good basketball team. You know, but don't be surprised after the season is over that we are 29-0. We had a couple good, tough games against Duke, North Carolina, Utah. And I talk crap about LSU, but LSU is a good basketball team, really good basketball team. It's going to be a close victory, I think. I'll think of probably about 7 to 10 points because they're playing at home. I think we're going to beat, what's the team? We're going to beat UConn about 10 to 12 points as well. But I think we'll be 29-0 after the regular season ends. I really do. Unless there's some catastrophic injuries over the next few months. I don't see it. Somebody speak some truth to me. I don't know. Lots of great comments. So many comments. It's Tessa Johnson pushing 6'1". Can't wait to see her develop with Don and the team. Tessa Johnson is about 6'1". Tessa Johnson's taller than me. She's taller than me. And I'm 6 foot. I used to be a little taller, I think. I think so. I used to be a little taller. That whole thing about you shrinking, I don't know. But when they made me when they used to do the height and weight in the Army, I was 6 foot. With shoes off. Because shoes, you ain't, shoes with shoes on. You put some Jordans on me about 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So Tessa, I would say she is taller than me. And I ain't no little dude. You know what I'm saying? So she is tall. She got good length. She has a pretty pure shot. She plays her butt off on defense. Tessa is going to be a really good player. Tessa's going to be a really good player. This is a thing for South Carolina. I didn't watch Te-Hina when she was a freshman at Oregon. I didn't watch her. I ain't gonna lie and say I watched her when she was a freshman at Oregon. I didn't watch Te-Hina when she was a senior in high school. But I would say this right here. I see some similarities in Te-Hina Paopao and Tessa Johnson. First off, the shot. Both of them shot is fire. Tessa shooting 40% from the 3, and she missed several games, okay? Tessa comes in with her size and her length and gives problems. I talk about a wing player, South Carolina going to get in the portal. That's what I speak on. That's what I say, right? I'll tell you this right here. Next year you got Bree Hall, who will be starting 3 right now, who's starting 3. And then you have, she'll be a senior next year. Okay. Tessa will be a sophomore. Going into that junior year, now, we don't know what's going to go down with recruiting. We don't know what's going to go down with recruiting. But Tessa Johnson could easily be our starting wing our junior year. Easily. So you have and this talk 2 years from now. So we're talking 2 years from now. December 12th, 2025. December 12th, 2025, rocking with Captain Will. We doing all these things. Yay. So Tessa Johnson, starting wing. You're going to have MilLaysia Fulwiley, junior, who will be starting at the 1 or the 2. You're going to have Maddie McDaniel, who will be a sophomore, starting. Okay? And then at the center position, you're going to have a Dale Tack. At the power forward position, it's still going to be, because both of them young. Both of them are young. You're gonna have a combination of, man, I don't know. I'll be real with you. I don't know who gonna 2 years from now. I don't know who's gonna be starting at the power forward position. I have no idea, because you have Chloe, who's a senior, Ashlyn Watkins, who's a senior. You're gonna have Joyce Edwards, who's a sophomore. I don't know who's gonna be starting, but I love the depth and the quality of it, because you have three 5-star players at the power forward position. Ooh, boy. And then you're gonna have, because I already talk about it. I talk about it a lot. Dawn Staley always gets a dominant point guard every single class. Every single class, she gets a dominant point guard. Every time. So 2024. Let's go backwards. 2024. You got Maddie McDaniel, right now the 12th ranked player in the country. Put in work this year. Put in work. Maddie McDaniel. Then you got 2023. You got MilLaysia Fulwiley. Okay, 13th ranked in the 2023 class. Point guard. 2022. You got Te-Hina Cooper. 2021. You got Hollywood Raven Johnson. So in 2025, a name to look at, a player that I saw up close and personal, at the Under Armour Elite 2020 this summer in Atlanta, ATL, Sakia Jones from Kentucky. Right now she's ranked 5th in 2025 rankings. Point guard, extraordinaire. Under Armour Elite, she was jersey number 32. And I remember that. Thank you, baby. I remember that consistently because I couldn't keep my eyes off of her because of the talent that she displayed. Okay, so 2025, we will get another dynamic point guard. Will it be Leah Chavez? I don't know. Will it be a Sakia Jones? I don't know. But I know it will be a 5-star ranked player who will be a point guard and who will be, so backing up just like we do right now. So right now we have Te-Hina Paopao, Raven Johnson, and MilLaysia Fulwiley. It's going to be the same way 2 years from now when you got Maddie McDaniel, you got MilLaysia Fulwiley, and possibly Jones. That ain't gonna stop, y'all. This dynasty, this roster development, this roster stuff that is going on with South Carolina is gonna continue on. The blueprint is there. The blueprint is there. It ain't changing. It ain't gonna change. As long as Dawn Staley's here. As long as Dawn Staley's here and don't go to the NBA. Because she's always there's always some rumors, you know, and that's gonna affect a lot of that contract talk when it's time to re-sign. Like, because it's always gonna be some rumors about Dawn Staley being the first woman coach, head coach in the NBA. It's always gonna be that talk. So when we go back to the negotiating table. Because Dawn been here 16 years. Go back to the negotiating table in a couple years, and Dawn Staley said, I want this amount of money. You better give her that amount of money. Whatever she want for you, give it to her. She want a jet, you give it to her. She want 2, 3, 4 cars, you give it to her. You whatever it is, you want, courtside seats at the Hornets, whatever it is, whatever perks, whatever bonuses, whatever all that stuff is, you give it to her. Because we have to stay. Dawn Staley have to stay. And the coaching staff have to stay. And then if somebody leaves for a head coaching job, more power to them. I support them completely. I love it. I love to see greatness matriculate across the community. I love to see that. But I never want to see Dawn Staley leave this team. Ever. Tiff Brown, she always swears she isn't a LSU. We still talking about Quita. She good. Hey, hypes them up. Everybody got their favorites. And she does a good job. Y'all gotta agree, right? She does a good job. Okay. I just, one day maybe I'll be on her stuff and she'll be on mine, one of these days. And she can talk her stuff and I talk mine. Ain't too many people out there gonna out-talk me now. Not too many people out there alive. I'll talk old Captain Will, especially when you got a little Like got a little juice in them. Ain't too many people out there. That's why ESPN ain't gonna never sign me. They ain't gonna never sign. ESPN ain't gonna never sign Captain Will. And if they do sign Captain Will, it's gonna be a contract that say I can do whatever the hell I want to do. That would have to do. That would have to happen because I ain't changing. I'm too old to change. I mean, I am what I am. All these comments. You guys, Tiff Brown, you guys going to the SEC tournament, we should meet up. You know, that would be dope. I think I was talking to my wife, like one of these days, I'm gonna do like you know, you have those radio or podcasters, whatever, be at the game, got a little tent. No, it's a tent. You got a little covering. Got a table, and they broadcasting live right there. I'm gonna do that. As long as the internet is good. If the internet is good, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna do that. SEC tournament is live, y'all. Y'all need to come to the SEC tournament. If you have never been to the SEC tournament in Greenville, South Carolina, y'all need to go. Great facility, great basketball. You see everything, man. I recommend that. But that is the goal. That is the goal for me. And to do something like that. Yeah. That is the goal. So, Tip Brown, you got a good suggestion. Only team that matches up with us in opinion and Natty can still be interesting. Yes, UCLA. I can't agree with you more, Tiff Brown. I can't agree with you more. UCLA is the only team that matches up with us. They are a carbon copy of us. They are a carbon copy. They're the West Coast version of us. They are. I wish we did we could play them next year and they come back and play us in 25. You know, I really wish because first of all, I would love to go to Los Angeles. I would love to go to LA. I've been there a few times and had a great time. And I would love to continue that. And regardless of where we playing next year, and if we playing in some type of opening series, opening game, whatever it is, like went to Paris this past season, and I didn't go. I'm telling you right here, this right here on December 12th. Okay, we'll be in the building. Be in the building, on the street, be everywhere. So here's a suggestion. This is a suggestion right here. Cam Will's favorite place is Vegas. Have South Carolina go to Vegas. That's my suggestion for next year. Carolina play in Vegas. Let's do this. Or Carolina playing Dubai. Ooh. I don't know if they do that though. But Vegas, we do Vegas. Let's do Vegas. Jonathan McQueen, Frugal McDougall is a spot to go in Charlotte for all. It's unique. Now, I live in Charlotte. I've never been to that place. I never heard of that place, actually. Frugal McDougall is a place to go in your area to get the unique liquor. I'm a Frugal McDougall. I know my wife is listening right now. Baby, write that down. Frugal McDougall. I'm going to check that out. Nolan, I got to see UCLA play live for the first time this season over the weekend. How early could we get them? Final 16. No, we will not get UCLA to Final 16. Only way that we would see UCLA will be in the Final Four. That is the only way, because they will be a number one seed in this tournament. We will not see UCLA. You will not see UCLA. UCLA. And I saw, I think it might have been the Charlie Cream Bracketology. It might have been them who did it. And they had us as a number one seed. And I want to say they had UCLA as a number 2 seed in our region. But I don't see that, man. I see UCLA being a number 1 seed in the West, and us playing, in the Final Four. I really do. That bologna cheese sounds good right now. For real. Oh, man. Bologna and cheese. Oh, man. Fried bologna. What? Fried bologna was the truth. Now, I have not eaten a fried bologna and cheese sandwich. It's 2023, probably in 20 years. But I'm kind of thinking about it right now. I'm about to take it back to my teenage years. TD, that's a good point that you made. UCLA is a really good team, and their attendance is only 2,200 fans. It's not good for a good team. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed in the attendance of some schools. Now, apparently, UCLA is one of those schools where they don't support women's basketball the way they should support it. They support men's basketball, but you have a lot of schools. You look at the television and you're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? So, in some areas and some schools, some teams, you know, women's basketball is it. It is it. You know, South Carolina has been dominant for years and years and years. And normally fans support a winner. And UCLA has been a winner. But you know, I don't see why in a market like LA, you talk about 2,200 fans. That's very disappointing. And we getting 17,000. That's disappointing. Jonathan McQueen, do you think the bracket will be favorable, or would the powers that be try to set us up for for failure? I think that that's a good question. I think that we will be a number 1 seed. I think there is potential, like seeing the bracketology, and they had UCLA. Somebody quote me if I'm wrong. I'm wrong, but I want to say they had UCLA in our bracket, or this early. I think that is a sign of putting a number 2 seeded team in our bracket, potentially to knock us off early, or knock us off early. What I would love, my 4 teams for the Final Four, my 4 teams, who I would love love for it to be is obviously South Carolina. I think UCLA. I think at this point, North Carolina State and probably Stanford. Those would be my 4 top teams. And then, morph out of that. I would have a team like LSU, probably a 3rd seed, in whatever bracket. I would have Iowa, probably a 2nd or 3rd seed. UConn right down this point, probably a 4th or 5th seed, Yeah. William W. Ellis, again, like your comment, Fulwiley provided disruption, key threes, and steals to come against Utah. LSU versus USC for championship of SEC with the loss of Samira Smith versus development of Del Rosario and Vandalist Foot versus No Pool. It's hard to judge. It's really hard to judge LSU. It is really hard to judge LSU, because when you're playing teams that's not on your level, when you're playing teams that are not on your level, just imagine this right here. If South Carolina played 4 or 5 straight teams that are on the level of a Mississippi Valley State or on the level of a Presbyterian, we played 4 or 5 of those games in a row, we would have disruption at South Carolina, because we're so used to playing top teams. You know what I'm saying? So, and that, having a soft schedule is probably the worst thing that could happen for a young team. Now, LSU got a lot of intricate parts that came in, Haley Van Lith, Anissa Morrow, the number 1 ranked recruiting class, so they had a lot of moving pieces, right? And so a soft schedule probably is helping them get all their ducks in a row. But like you said, Poole is gone. Poole was a good player for LSU. One of the few players on LSU that actually play defense. Okay, she's gone. Michaela Williams don't play really good defense. She don't play really good defense. She's a freshman. She's still learning. She's just getting a whole lot of minutes. Haley Van Lith, before she got injured, she don't play no real good defense. So guard play would be key against us with their players. And our guards, fun fact, y'all. Our guards are better than LSU guards. Our guards are better than LSU guards. They were better than them last year, and that's with Morris. The guards are better this year, for sure, with Te-Hina Paopao. Our guards are better, and we're deeper. So they lose a potential starter in Poole. Now you got, Anissa Morrow putting in work, playing against Francis Marion and Benedict College, putting in work that way. But it's just not, it's just different animal you playing in South Carolina because we're bigger. We're bigger and faster. Anissa Morrow is about an inch taller than Bree Hall. About an inch taller. Okay? About an inch taller. Angel Reese is 6'3". Angel Reese is the same size as Ashlyn Watkins and Sanaa Fagan. We have two players the same size as her who come off the bench. Come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And Angel Reese don't have no post moves. That is her detriment. She don't have no post moves, and she doesn't have a jumper, no mid-range jumper. So we talk about, and ad nauseum. I love that word, ad nauseum. Nauseum. I love that word, really do. We talk about ad nauseum about Kamilla Cardoso, and like, Kamilla don't have no post moves. She don't shoot that mid-range jumper. Well, you know what? Kamilla Cardoso is 6'7", and she a big girl. She 4 inches taller than Angel Reese. And if you watch the matchup last year, because we hear about Leah Boston, the matchup with LSU, Kamilla Cardoso had a better game than Leah Boston against LSU. She put in that work against LSU because they had no answer for her size. Now you got Rosario, 6'5", 6'6". But Rosario ain't gonna do nothing against no Kamilla Cardoso. Come on, she ain't ready for that. That work? Come on. Nah, man. So we have better guard depth. Any way you slice it. And our post players are better. I don't see, and I don't want to talk about a game that's not going down for another month and a half, right? But I'm just going off on a tangent. Since the question came up, we're talking about LSU and blah, 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 So I don't want to go off on a tangent talking about that, but I said this right. I'm trying to find scenarios where LSU could compete against us. I'm trying. That is no lie, y'all. I'm trying to find a scenario where LSU can compete against us. Our guards are better. Our post players are better. Angel Reese is really good, but where Angel Reese is really good is not against great teams with size. It's not. She is really good when she's the big playing against a team that is playing 4 guards, 1 out, right? She's really good then. She's really good because a lot of times against those teams, she's the biggest player. Against South Carolina, not only is she not the biggest player, she is not, because if you put in Rosario, you are literally taking Angel Reese out, okay? So where your offensive production, and you can say Michaela Williams, you can say that, but Michaela Williams is a really nice player. She's not, but so in my eyes, Michaela Williams and MilLaysia Fulwiley, they cancel each other out. They cancel each other out. Now, Michaela's going to take more shots. She is. But we go into a basketball game. We play LSU tomorrow. Michaela Williams is guarded by Bree Hall. She's guarded by Bree Hall. So her production is going to be limited right there. Their best perimeter player, Michaela Williams, is being guarded by our best perimeter defender. Okay? So I don't see. And then Michaela get hers. I ain't worried about that. She get hers. But whoever Michaela's getting guarding is gonna get that work. So she got to defend Te-Hina Paopao. She got to defend Raven Josh. She got to defend MilLaysia Fulwiley. She got to defend those players. And as far as Angel Reese and Flajay and all these, they got to defend, y'all. It didn't work out too well last year. It really did not work out well last year. We won by 25 points for a reason. We did. We won by 25 points for a reason. And the same reason is our size, our speed, our depth overwhelmed them. They overwhelmed them. And yeah, Haley Van Lith would help them. They would really help them. She would really help them. But she's injured. She'll help them. But she ain't no point guard. She ain't no point guard. So you don't have like a you only see the glaring need at the point guard position when they play top teams. They only played 2 teams in the top 60, and they lost one of those games against Colorado. So you're not seeing it. But I read the stretch that LSU has of playing multiple top 60 teams, in the SEC, culminating when they play against us. We will see how good LSU is. That's when I would have a gauge on LSU. Right now, the jury is out on LSU because they ain't playing no damn body. They ain't playing nobody. So I have to see. I just have to see. I got to see with my own eyes. My girl, Texas beat UConn, so they are a favorite of mine. Texas has played. First off, thank you for the comment. So, but first off, Texas schedule is 239th, 249th, something around that nature. 209th. Texas schedule is bad. Their strength of schedule is bad. Up through December 12th, Texas played 1 basketball game against a team in the top 60. And it was against UConn, and they beat UConn. That's it. South Carolina played 5. 5 teams in the top 60. Texas played 1. And as far as Texas, I know they're undefeated, but their schedule is so far through 9-10 ball games is straight garbage. It is straight garbage. I know Texas is coming over to the SEC next year, and they got a tough little stretch too coming up later on in the season where we'll see. Because they got to play Baylor twice. So we will see how good Texas is because when conference starts, you can't avoid nobody. You know what I'm saying? You can't avoid nobody. You can't pick and choose your schedule when conference starts. So we will see that with Texas. We'll see it. But at this point right now, I got to see them play really good teams on a consistent basis. Yes, they beat UConn. Which is a good win for their net ranking, their RPI, and things of that nature. But they just got to play some more because the stretch of schedule is terrible. And Charles Barkley's voice, they're terrible. The schedule is terrible. It is terrible. Kamilla Page can't wait to South Carolina play Bowling Green to gear or revenge. Bowling Green is going to be a double blowout in Ohio. It's an away game going to Ohio. They're going to get embarrassed on their own court. Handedly. I'm saying at least 25 points. Then we go to East Carolina, and they're going to get handled too. East Carolina is better than Bowling Green, but they're going to get handled as well. It is what it is. Just take your whooping. And just take it. Michelle J. Oh, damn, I'm late. Use the 8 o'clock. 8 part of people GTL found. Yeah, Michelle J. Yep. I went on at 7 today. Because we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of stuff going on in the Williams household. We got a lot of stuff going on, and my wifey and I are gonna be going away for a couple of days. Gonna do some things. Gonna go to old Mexico. Yeah, we're gonna go to old Mexico in a few days, and I'm still gonna do my show. As long as the internet works out, as long as that goes, my wifey and I are going to Cancun, and going on this week. Yeah, gonna be doing that. So tomorrow, gotta prep work, bro. Gotta get the haircut. Done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe shave. I don't know. I just shaved on yesterday, so I don't know about shaving. Go that going to get my wife got a appointment to get eyebrows, eyelashes. One of them things that got eyes. I ain't sure, but that's early. So, and then in addition to that, I'm do our old pedicure, manicure. And you're a dude and you ain't getting a pedicure, manicure, got your hands and feet looking crazy. That's wrong. I'm just letting you know right now, it's wrong. Don't have your feet looking crazy, because Man, first time I got a pedicure, I came out the field. I was in the field for 30 days. In the field for 30 days. NTC. Anybody who in the Army know about NTC, out there in the desert, out there in California, out there in the desert. That's the first time I got a pedicure. I smell like my uniform. Literally, you can stand it up. That's how bad I smell, and my feet was horrible. My whole body was horrible. It was just nasty, right? But we were prepping to go to Afghanistan. That was the you go to NTC. You go into to field conditions that mimic where you're going to be deployed to. You know what I'm saying? So we were prepping to go to Afghanistan. So we went to NTC. But yeah, that's the first time I got a pedicure. And I remember that lady. She saw my feet, saw these dogs, boy. I just saw a reaction. That was, I just saw a reaction. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry right there. Because it's been first time. So I was 35 years old, 33. I don't remember how old I was. I was 30 something. And I was like, whoa. But it felt good. It is good. It felt good. I see why these girls talking about they gonna get that pedicure and manicure. I see. I really do. I like, woo. And now, like tomorrow we're gonna get that thing done, pedicure, manicure, and they serve wine. They actually, like, the first time I went up in Charlotte, I was like, whoa, they actually serving wine. I said, I see why my baby be going over there and get this little pedicure and manicure and they serving wines and leaving me home. I was like, you know what? Since that time, it has been going down. Old Captain Will has been going to get the pedicure. My wife I get mine done too. And I get me old wines. Now she, depending on the time, my wife don't drink like that. But I tell you this right, anywhere that serves free wine, and I get my nails and feet done and scrub the bottom of my foot that just old country nasty. Yeah, I gotta get it done. Gotta get done. So that's going down. I'm be ready. I'm going to Mexico. I already told her, I said, don't pack no shirts. I ain't wearing no shirts. I ain't wearing no shirt the whole time. This is when just like let it all hang out. Just like let's go. That's what I told her. I said, let's go. Yeah, pack light. Pack light for me. You gotta do all that packing for me. No shirts. Go get me a couple old Speedos, and Captain Will gonna have a good old time. That's all you gotta do with me. Pack light. Put mine in a book bag. I'm easy. And a Carolina hat. That's all I need. I don't need all that stuff. And a chain. That's all I need. I need a chain around my neck, a hat on my head, no shirt, and a Speedo. That's all I need. That's what we're doing. Robert, yeah, LSU don't match up with us. They just don't match up with us. It just don't. You have teams that match up well with South Carolina. UCLA matches up well with South Carolina. LSU don't. They don't. It does not match up well with South Carolina. Not the way they are constructed. Not at all. Robert Arrington, please hit the like button and share. Thank you. Yeah. Family. I don't know if y'all know how the algorithm for YouTube works. Because I'm still, I just started talking about women's basketball like March. I want to say March of this year. So we still new. And we are growing. The family's growing. All my lieutenants, everybody's growing. You know what I'm saying? So the message is out there. But in order for this thing to continue to grow and we can continue to spread the gospel of Gamecocks and the love of Captain Will and all this other stuff, you really need to hit the like button. I didn't understand all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You hit the like button. That helps the algorithm go further. Helps to just go out there, hit the like button, hit that share button. And when you watch me on Twitter right now, just share it, repost it, all that cool stuff. So more people can see it. And then we just have a bigger audience. Because right now, I'll be real with y'all. This is real. This is Captain Will. This is Captain Will being real with y'all. Just keeping it 100 for y'all. There are a lot of podcasts in the state of South Carolina. There are a lot of podcasts in the state of South Carolina that has been established for a long time. Long time. I'm talking about years in the state of South Carolina to talk football, talk men's basketball, talk a little women's basketball, talk some baseball, talk all that stuff. And then you can even morph out and talking about, talk about the Hornets, the Panthers, all those different things, right? Talk about that stuff, right? Of all those different sports, in particular, Gamecock sports, where I just taught women's basketball, okay? Just taught women's basketball. Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will is the fastest growing podcast in the state of South Carolina. Fastest growing. Our numbers are better. Our numbers are better than pretty much all the podcasts in the state of South Carolina in terms of sports. Okay? Our numbers are better. We are growing. We are growing. And we are being recognized. Gamecocks family is being recognized, y'all. We've been recognized. And for everybody who's been rocking with me since the beginning, and we have some that has been rocking with me since the beginning when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. We getting better. And who knows where this thing gonna go? I don't know where this thing gonna go. I have no idea. I have no idea where this thing gonna go. But I tell you this right here, wherever it goes, y'all going with me. Y'all going with me. For sure. Y'all going with me. So I just want to let y'all know I appreciate it. Share, subscribe, all that cool stuff they do. But I just let y'all know. I appreciate the love and wherever this thing takes us, because I always say us. Wherever this thing takes us, y'all will go with me because y'all been there from the beginning. Been there from the beginning. Woodruff 76. We're more diverse in scoring this year than last year. Scared for the rest of women's basketball. Bro, I couldn't agree with you more. We are more diverse. We can score at so many levels, and we have so many scores that it's scary. It's scary. Because you talk about a team where the only deficiency last year was three-point shooting. Now we're ninth in the country. Ninth in the country, shooting 40% from the three. A team that a famous video of a player waving off Hollywood is ninth in three-point shooting. And Hollywood shooting 43% from the three-point line. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. South Carolina, offensively, is light years ahead of last year's team. Light years ahead of last year's team. We shot like 160th in the country in three-point shooting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ninth in the country. Ninth in the country shooting the three ball. I don't want that smoke, man. They do not want that smoke. Not at all. Not at all. Think we could beat. I'm a little nervous with that, and they're young. What am I going to North Carolina State. Byron Keith. Think we're vulnerable against North Carolina State. Vulnerable. Well, this is the thing, right? North Carolina State is a good team. They got a high. They have a high net ranking. They have a solid strength of schedule. But I mean, I don't know when we would play North Carolina State because I think North Carolina State can be a number one. I really think North Carolina State will be number one and number two ranked team. A number one and number two ranked seed in the tournament. Now, we will see how North Carolina State works in the ACC. You will see, But all signs point that North Carolina State is a really good basketball team. I don't see us playing North Carolina State until if we play them, and you're talking about Elite Eight, Final Four type stuff. So I'm not even concerned about that at this point. But North Carolina State is a very athletic team. But I still think our size would overwhelm North Carolina State too. They are a really good basketball team. Really good basketball team on a neutral court. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We will see. We'll see. So Ira was the truth. And she was a Gamecock. So I tell you how great that 2021 class, second, third, fourth, and 14th ranked recruits in the class of 2021 class. That class was sensational. Ernest Boyd, LSU wants to make sure their record looks good and worry about the conference later. I couldn't agree with you more. Michelle J, you got a great point. If we stay a number 1 seed and UCLA does to come to March Madness, if everything goes chalk for both teams, then Final Four will be the first time we see them. Absolutely. And it's going to be all the way live. All the way live. The Final Four, South Carolina, I'm already, you already know what I'm saying. We're going to be there. You already know that. So it's going to be live in Cleveland. It's going to be live in Cleveland. Yeah. Christopher Jones, Cap, I saw that video of Te-Hina call leaving the nest transition, making me have that much more love for her. That was sensational. That was a great video. And I talked to the cat who, I had a conversation with some of the background of making that video. And you watch the video, you're gonna hear my old voice too. If y'all haven't seen that video, early in the video, you hear old Captain Will voice talking about old Paopao. Yeah, great video. The girl is special. But she's special, but she has a special family. She's raised right. And you know how the Samoans rock. They roll deep. And there is so much love. And over the course of this season, and I met, a couple members of Tina's family. And it's just, it just oozes love. So it's so awesome. It's just awesome to see. And I couldn't be more happier. About Te-Hina. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit up her uncle tomorrow. No, I'd love to see Sanaya get some work against Presbyterian. She will. Everybody will play a lot against Presbyterian on Saturday. Everybody will play a lot. So Presbyterian, I want to say, is the 280th ranked team in the country. So everybody gonna play. Presbyterian will get that work. Colonial Life Arena. And this is a cool thing, right? I saw this email. I saw this thing said that you get with free hot dogs. You use the Gamecock app, free hot dogs, free soda, maybe free popcorn. If you go into that game on Saturday, you better get your free stuff. I'll be out the net. I would be out the net. But I tell you this right here. If I was getting free hot dogs, if that thing was open, and I'm able to go to the press pass, use the press pass and everything, and get that buffet. But I tell you this right here, if I wasn't, man, I would get so sick off hot dogs and popcorn. Whoa. I'm telling you, that is a great deal. Kadia Cooper, what's up, girl? Cobra Chloe Nolan said Kit Kat. Oh man, that's so awesome. She has so many nicknames. A lot of teams, you will see what they have when conference play starts. Robert, you're absolutely right. When conference play starts, when you are not picking and choosing your games, not picking and choosing your schedule, you'll see. When you're playing like teams in your conference, we'll see. Nick Richardson, why she fouls though? I don't know why I said it like that. Why she fouls though? Every damn time. Man, I don't know. And like I said, when my daughter's playing, when both of my daughters playing high school ball, I had a player. Now she's not nearly as good as Chloe is, but she was always on the ground, always hustling, always rebounding, always falling, always chasing all the loose balls. Chloe, as she matriculates and gets older and gets stronger and all these different things, she'll keep her feet. But at the end of the day, she's getting 10.7 rebounds, a block a game, shooting 50% from the field, and intimidating. Yeah. The blonde hair, eyelashes, Chloe Cobra Kits, Chloe Skardashian, Chloe Scorsese, Kit Kat is intimidating folks. Yes, she is. And I love it. Love it. Gamecock. Gamecock Khaleesi. I love it. Two toes, Chloe. Nick Richardson. Chloe just came, one of my favorites too. Darnell Baylor. Big time. That's true. She's one of my favorite players. Game Cut Chuck, what's up, my guy? How you doing, fam? You putting in that work too. Y'all may be drunk by her. That is the goal. Nick Richards not be dropped by first quarter. Hey, man, as long as she get points and rebounds and some half flips, let's go. Let's go. Like, don't act like getting a shot or two is a bad thing. I'm just saying, as long as you drink water and if you're on medication, take your medication beforehand and go see the doctor, you're fine. And get on that treadmill from time or two. The treadmill, boy, and the treadmill be looking crazy at me sometimes. It just, I really do. I really think my treadmill is angry at me. My treadmill is angry at me sometimes. So like, why you don't get, use the treadmill like you're supposed to? You know what I'm saying? You only been retired for 5 years, 4 years, 5 years. I've been retired for 5 years. Wow. You only been retired for 5 years. Like you forgot how to run or something. I get on the treadmill from time to time. I do. But I ain't got no PT test coming up. Man, I ain't got to run 13 minutes, 2 miles no more. I ain't got to do all that stuff. I ain't got to lead a run. I ain't got to motivate soldiers. I got to, let's go. Hey, here we go. 1 mile, no sweat. 2 miles, better yet. We ain't got to do all that stuff no more. You know what I got to do now is turn on the TV and watch some basketball, maybe watch the news, watch some Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what I do. Watch some Lost, Big Brother. I had a conversation last night with my wife. We was watching, it was an old season for Big Brother. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? I was like, baby, I think I might do Big Brother. I told her last night. I said, so for the ones on here who don't watch Big Brother is a show during the summer. It's a show during the summer, reality show during the summer, where you are put in a house with like 12, 14 contestants, and you put in this house. You have all different types of competitions and everything, but you locked away from the outside world, and everything is being recorded. Everything is being recorded, 24 hours a day. And you can pull up the live feed and you can watch these people all the time, right? And I told my wife, because I've been debating this. I've been like, I don't know when people want to watch. Because I'm entertaining. So, you put me on a show like Big Brother. That'd be must see TV on Cat Will on Big Brother 24 hours a day. Because I'll be doing my show from Big Brother. I sure will. I'll be doing my show from Big Brother, and I would probably be the most entertaining person that's ever been on that show. I would, because I got nothing to prove. And the prize is $500,000. You win $500,000, you win the show. Man, if I win, that's great. You know what I'm saying? But I would go there to have a good old time and have a ooh, woo. But I'm gonna do it. So next summer, you might see your boy on Captain Will on Big Brother. And Big Brother, if somebody's in the take, I might be there. And then if Captain Will's on Big Brother, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem because I'm gonna be on 10 from day 1 to day whatever. But as long as I'm there, I'm gonna be all the way live. That's a little insight of what Captain Will might be doing next summer. How long we're going to watch some good basketball, because I ain't gonna stand there too long. I'll probably be there 2 weeks. Be 2 weeks and they'll send my ass home. That's probably gonna happen. So Darnell Baylor, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the $4.99. Great coaching by Don for allowing Fulwiley to play to build confidence. Watch out for Tessa. Y'all, she's coming. Chloe's a dog and she growing me. If you are a Gamecocks fan, ladies and gentlemen, you a Gamecocks fan, you cannot what's the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for, the word of today is December the 12th. The word of today on December the 12th is confidence. Confidence. And maybe you've checked out the video. Maybe you checked out the video, the interview I did with Joyce Edwards, and Joyce, so articulate, so smart. Say all the right things. Joyce says she's not coming in. She's just coming in to work. She's not promised a starting position. She's not promised this or that. She's not promised any of those things. She's just coming in to work. She is literally coming into work and to get better. And whatever happens, happens. And I appreciate her saying that, but that's also something that we as Gamecocks folks kind of knew, that Dawn Staley is not just going into living rooms, and the coaching staff are not just going into living rooms and high school gyms and exposure tournaments and things like that, saying, promising you that you will start or promising that you're going to play this amount of minutes. And I think that's the wrong, for coaches who are doing that, I think that's the wrong message, because the player is entitled. The player is entitled then. So you already said, you saying, okay, Will, you're going to start. You're going to start when you get to, whatever school. You're going to start. So when you saying that to a 17, 18-year-old girl or a guy, you promising them a starting position, which these girls have been promised starting positions a good portion of their life in AAU, high school, middle school, Pee Wee, whatever the case may be. But you're talking about high-level Division I players, high-level Division I teams playing high-level Division I schedules. All right, so you're saying a player is going to start for your basketball team, and I just don't think that's the right way. Guaranteed positions are not given. You're not given a position. Come into the team, work, put in the effort, and if you play well, you start. You play well, you get playing time. The way that Dawn Staley does it is the way it should be done. Nobody's giving anything. It kind of happens that way when you got 9 McDonald's All-Americans. Everybody was great. Everybody was sensational in high school. Everybody was great. You know what I'm saying? You just look at our roster from up top to down low. 11 players. Starting lineup, Raven Johnson, 4th-rate player in the country, class of 2021. Start with her. Te-Hina Paopao, 12th-ranked player in the country, class of 2020. Bree Hall, 14th-ranked player, class of 2021. Chloe Kitts, 17th-ranked player, class of 2023. Kamilla Cardoso, 4th-ranked player, class of 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we continue on. MilLaysia Fulwiley, 13th-ranked player, class of 2023. Ashlyn Watkins, 12th-ranked player in class of 2022. Should I go on? Tessa Johnson, 25th-ranked player, class of 2023. So many different players. Sanaya Fagan. What was Sanaya? Raven was 3rd. No, I think Raven might have been 2nd. Raven was 2nd-ranked player in the class of 2023. 3rd was Sanaya Ribbons. Raven was 2nd-ranked player in the class of 2021. Sanaya Ribbons was 3rd-ranked player in the class of 21. Sanaya Fagan was 4th-ranked. Bree Hall was 14th-ranked. I could just go on and on. But when you come to South Carolina, like even with Joyce coming in 2nd-ranked player in the country. Joyce coming into a team at that time, next year's team would potentially have 10 McDonald's All-Americans. Because Maddie McDaniel going to be a McDonald's All-American. Adele Tack would have been a McDonald's All-American. It's just special. So nobody's giving nothing here. And in terms of Tessa Johnson has the ability to be great for South Carolina. She has the ability to be great. 4 years with Tessa Johnson is going to be something to watch. It's not a secret that she was a baller in Minnesota. She was a Gatorade Player of the Year in Minnesota. Broke a leg in the sophomore year. She's a baller. Has really good size. And is special. You know what I mean? So don't lose sight of that. Chick-fil-A Classic. That's it. Chick-fil-A Classic. Dave T, Cornelia Cooper. Chick-fil-A Classic. December 27th. It's going down. Sarah Strong, Joyce Edwards going against each other. Their teams are going against each other. Grace Christian going against Camden High School is going down. Michael, Chloe Pitts as in Pitbull. Yeah, Terrence Lewis, yeah, brother. Yeah. Reply to the regulars, yeah. And you a regular. You've been there for a long time. I really appreciate it. Mocha Latte, where you been at, girl? Where you been at? No, I like saying your name, Mocha Latte. Mocha Latte. Mocha Latte. MilLaysia's not ready to start. She's still learning. Yes, she is still learning. And nothing's wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. She is still learning. I cannot wait. Rogers Lewis. I can't wait until we play LSU. I can't wait either. Oh gosh, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Selena Smith, hi Captain Will. I'm checking in from Illinois. Illinois, what's good? Selena Smith, how you doing, fam? Oh, excuse me. Wine got me burping. Michelle J. Ashlyn Swatkins. I like that. Ashlyn Swatkins and Chloe. I wish you would. Oh, Michelle. Michelle J. Oh, man. Ashlyn Swatkins and Chloe, I wish you would, kids. You know what? I kind of like that. I wish you would. Chloe, I wish you would, kids. Chloe, you watching this show tonight? That is your name. Chloe, I wish you would, kids. I wish you would. That's the way she be looking. Chloe, I wish you would. What you got to say? And doing that over there? Doing that talking thing? Chloe, I wish you would. I wish you would, kids. And Ashlyn Swatkins, you got it. I like both of them. So we got Hollywood Raven Johnson. We got Te-Hina Lights Out Paopao. We got Ashlyn Swatkins. We got Chloe, I wish you would, kids. We got to continue the nicknames. Continue the nicknames. Oh, I love it. It's so dope. MilLaysia's right on Terrence Lewis. MilLaysia's right on path. I hate how people try to rush these kids fresh out of high school. And coming into a team like South Carolina, ain't no rush. Because everybody's great. When everybody's great, ain't no rush. Just take your turn. Darnell Baylor, hey Cam, the swim through move to the basket over PP was skill. Like she have guard skills and she can shoot. Like I said, Captain, she grew on me. Also, Tess will be our sleeper when she get comfortable. I agree with you on everything. She will be, and I think right now as a freshman, she's a sleeper. I think next year, because she'll get another full year of working with Molly, getting stronger, getting faster, getting stronger, all those cool things, and she will continue to be good. Continue to be good and get better and better. I'm telling you, her junior year, she's our starting wing. Tessa Johnson, our starting wing. All 6'1" of her will be our starting wing. And she's going to light it up. I said before the beginning of the season, that Te-Hina Paopao, who just won the SEC Player of the Week, that she would lead the team in scoring. Right now, Kamilla Cardoso is leading the team in scoring. But I still think it's going to come to fruition because as the games get tougher, when we start SEC play, I think because we already saw Te-Hina Paopao, lights out herself is our closer. So you need a basket. You need a bucket. Te-Hina Paopao is taking that shot. We have a closer in Te-Hina Paopao. Ladies and gentlemen, the transfer from Oregon, Te-Hina Lights Out Paopao is our closer on this basketball team. Okay? So when the games are tough, when we play tough teams, we go into the tournament, we go into, when we play in the tough teams, Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final Four, championship game. We in the SEC tournament playing the semis and the finals. You're possibly playing a LSU, possibly playing an Ole Miss, possibly playing any of these teams in the finals of the SEC tournament and the big March Madness tournament. You better look at Te-Hina Paopao taking those big shots because she can do it at her own pace. She makes those shots and she finds a way to get open. Yeah. Yep. X-Charles, I'm not sure I call Chloe dominant. I will call her dominant. I'm saying 10.7 rebounds, playing 20 minutes a game is dominant to me. That is dominant in my book. playing 20 minutes a game, almost averaging a double for a basketball team the caliber of South Carolina. I would say that. It might not be the way that the blueprint way of other teams, but I tell you this right here, a whole lot of teams would love to have some Chloe Kits. Oh, Chloe, I wish I would. I wish you would. Yeah, I'm telling you. 10-7 as a freshman, y'all. As a freshman, I hate when they say she's a sophomore. The girl is about to finish her first year. She won't be finished her first year playing basketball until January. That would be her first year playing first full year of basketball. She is a freshman. She's not a sophomore. She is not a sophomore. She is a freshman. Okay? And she's averaging 10.7 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field, 20 minutes a game. That is dominant in my eyes. I'm just saying. Rodney Bird. Who are we losing next year? We got Maddie McDaniel. She's the real deal. I'm telling you this right here. There's not enough people talking about Maddie McDaniel. There's not. And this girl is the truth. She's the truth. Okay? So next year, when the season ends, we're going to lose Kamilla Cardoso. Kamilla Cardoso is gone. Okay? I believe Sakima Walker will return. I think she will use the COVID year, and I think she will return. The question mark is Te-Hina Paopao. But I'm leaning towards this. I am leaning towards Te-Hina Paopao returning next year. That's what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards Te-Hina Paopao coming back next year, using that COVID year, do 2 years. 2 years at South Carolina. Similar to how Spencer Rattler did 2 years, in football. That's what I see in Te-Hina Paopao. Her stock is being raised, y'all. And if she have, when she have a sensational year this year and a sensational year next year, because this is the thing, right? This is where we're around. So Te-Hina Paopao will make SEC first team. Book it, done. Te-Hina Paopao, first team SEC. Kamilla Cardoso, first team SEC. Raven Johnson will be first or second team all SEC. Okay? So going into the 2024-2025 season next year, Te-Hina Paopao, here you go. If she come back next year, Te-Hina Paopao will be your preseason SEC Player of the Year. Te-Hina Paopao. Yeah. That's what it's going to be. If she come back next year, your preseason SEC Player of the Year is Te-Hina Paopao. Your preseason first team All-American team will include Te-Hina Paopao. So Captain Will's wishes, y'all wishes is that y'all hope that Te-Hina lights out come back next year. So if Kamilla Cardoso is gone, after the season ends, right? Which I think she will be gone to the W, and she'll do great things in the W. Okay, so Te-Hina's gone. Kamilla Cardoso is gone. That's it. Kamilla Cardoso is gone. That's it. I think everybody else come back from this team right here. Everybody coming back. 10 strong. Okay? And you have the number 2, number 3, whatever recruiting class they saying, but I'm saying this right here. You have a top-ranked recruiting class in Joyce Edwards, Maddie McDaniel, Adele Tack, who probably need a year to get herself right, get a knee injury right. So she'll probably redshirt. Which will probably be similar to how Letitia Me here did. Raven Johnson did. That ain't bad, y'all. That ain't bad. So we'll have 12 strong next year, with possibly an addition from the transfer portal. But I wouldn't be mad. We come in with 12 strong, just losing Kamilla Cardoso on 2024-25 season, and we have Raven Johnson Jr., Te-Hina Paopao, a red shirt senior, or is it red shirt? I don't know how you say it, 5th year senior. Bree being a senior, Chloe being a junior. And then you know what? You can see a transition of Ashlyn Watkins starting next year at the center position. 6'3", she can jump out the gym. You can definitely see that. That team, and then coming off the bench, you talk about Joyce Edwards, MilLaysia Fulwiley, Manny McDaniel. Ooh, Tessa Johnson. Oh, God. Oh, it got me hot. It got me. Yeah, I'm getting lit just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. On the potential for that to happen. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Cordelia Cooper. Chloe is good and she is a finesse player. Yes, she is. Utilize and develop. That's from Mocha Latte. Nolan, South Carolina program is a very disciplined program. Depth players like Saxon and me here both made the W rosters. Players, no need to transfer out. Nolan, that is an amazing comment. What you said is so true. So true. Saxon did what she was supposed to do at South Carolina. She got drafted. And not only did she get drafted, she made the team. You know how difficult it is to make a team in the WNBA? Right now, professional sports, making a roster for the WNBA is one of the most difficult things to make because there's not a lot of roster spots. This is why they're getting 2 more teams. This is why they're getting 2 more teams to assist in that manner. Facts. Mihir was a first-round pick. Mihir, let's think about this right here. Letitia Mihir didn't start, but was a first-round pick. And it's different than some of these other teams. The NFL got 30 teams. NBA got, 32 teams. You got all these. WNBA don't have a whole lot of teams. So when you're a first-round pick in the WNBA, that means you elite. They see something in you, and you make the roster. Are you special? You special. Te-Hina, I wish Paopao would have transferred last year. We would have repeated. You right. You right. We would have. We would have. Oh, Queen is from Chicago? Okay, Shondell. I thought, okay. She from Chi-Town. Okay, my bad. I don't know why I thought. Oh, Low. Low is, I think Low Dreer. She's from Charlotte. Yeah, Quita Quita's from Chicago. You're right. I had a misspoken thing. Yep. You're right. Rodney Berg, okay, like that. Let's keep Adele Tack in prayer with the guard play we have will improve next year. Family. Prayers up for Adele Tack. She's had 2 tough injuries. And a player, a baby, going through that mentally is tough. It's tough. But everything happens for a reason. And we're going to leave it like that. What is UCLA's net ranking? That's from Tip Brown. They're 6. It's 6 in the country. Nolan, Captain Will, and Quita are simply the best. Quita's she's nice. She's nice. Mm-hmm. Darnell Baylor, once Tessa gets comfortable in our rotation, watch out how many big shots she will hit. Excuse my grammatical errors. Blame you too. It's all good, man. It is all good. I make mistakes all the time, but that's why I like doing live shows, because I still do the regular shows. I record, I produce it, blah blah blah, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It takes some time, but I really do prefer the live shows. So it's just one take. I mess up. I do the regular shows. I mess up. I start back over. But the live shows, I just do it. I just wing. I just press a button. And a lot of times, real talk, I have some, might have a couple of stats in front of me, but most of the time for a live show, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say. I just don't know what I'm gonna say. I was like, I told him, I was like, baby, I don't know what I'm gonna say today. I have no idea. Matter of fact, today I took a nap. Today. I took a nap and rejuvenate. And you getting close to 50. Naps are great. I look forward to a nap. You get a good old nap. And we got a sleep number bed. That sleep number bed is the truth. Woo! Call it a Honda. And the reason I call it a Honda, because it costs about the same thing as a Honda. So you get in that bed and it hugs you. Woo! I put on Alexa and put on some thunderstorms, rain sounds, what's this, ocean sounds, all that stuff. And I just go to a really good place, taking my nap. So I took a nap before the show today, came back and recharged and everything and doing the show. But I prefer the live shows. Live shows are so much better for me. Darnell Baylor, Cat Will, with so much energy, you need to turn up. Man, I can't turn up forever. Like, bro, we've been going strong for 2.5 hours. If I turn up too much, I lose my voice. And then I'm not good. And then, if I lose my voice and I'm going on vacation for a few days with wifey, it's just like, I ain't no good. So I kind of pick and choose when I'm going to uplift my voice level. I just got to pick and choose. Pick and choose, man. Oh, man. Shoot. It's tough, man, because I gotta drink some tea. And I ain't talking about sweet tea. I'm talking about like real tea. I'm talking about the teas you gotta buy at the store. I'm talking about the tea that you gotta go to Starbucks and get the special tea, or you go to an Asian spot and you get that special good tea, that hot tea that's good for your throat and all that good stuff. I just like, I just like that sweet tea. I like that country good sweet tea. That's that sweet tea, that southern sweet tea that give you diabetes. That's that sweet tea that I like. I like that sweet tea. I'm talking about that sweet tea. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that regular tea. Ernest Boy, young ladies trust the process. Matt Kiki and Destiny Henderson waited a turn and it worked out just fine. Yes, it worked out great. Both should still be in the W. I agree with you more. I mean, come on. Destiny Henderson for damn sure should be in the W. Mad Kiki should be in the W. And both are balling out overseas. Victoria Saxon's balling out overseas. Tiffany Mitchell right now is balling out overseas. Then she come back over to the W. I mean, it's just, it takes time. And I hope that the audience, the WNBA audience, are patient with the WNBA process, and them adding 2 teams in a couple of years is what we need. It is what we need. It's what we yearn for. You need 12, 24, 25 positions of quality players have an opportunity to play basketball, because the product is becoming so great. The product becoming so great. You have elite basketball players in college that are not making WNBA teams because they don't have enough roster spots. That is a problem. Imagine if that happened in the NBA, where you have top level players can't make a roster. They've been balling out for 4 years. They balled out in March Madness. They balled out. But then they get drafted by the WNBA and they can't make a roster because they're not enough roster spots. So there's a couple of things that need to happen. Yes, we are starting more teams into the fold. A couple of teams going to be added. But we need more roster spots. NBA has 15 roster spots. 15 roster spots. 30 basketball teams. I'm not saying the WNBA can just jump up to no 30 basketball teams. That wouldn't make sense at this point. But what you can do is add more roster spots. When Bree Hall was drafted by Minnesota, I was upset because of the position that she got picked. And then I was more upset when she did not make the team, because a team like Minnesota could have used a player the caliber of a Bree Hall, but it didn't have enough roster spots, enough guaranteed positions on that team. Because you have another thing you have is guaranteed contracts. So if you cut a player to add a Bree Hall type, if you cut a player to add who has a guaranteed contract, you cut a player to add who has a guaranteed contract and to keep a Destiny Henderson, you still got to play this player and pay Destiny Henderson. I don't know the salary cap limits for WNBA players. What I do know, it needs to be raised, because you can't have a player the caliber of a Destiny Henderson not in the W. That is not right. Mad Kiki was balling out overseas for years. She came over to Connecticut Sun for a tryout on the training camp roster and didn't make the team. That's not right. So she goes back overseas and balls out even more. Now she's making good money. There ain't no lie. Kiki making good money overseas. She making good money. She probably making more money overseas than we're making in the WNBA. Let me just keep it real. We just keeping it real right now. But she ain't playing against the top level competition that she should be playing. She is a skilled basketball player, and that three that she has now at her size is straight up elite. And she's still blocking shots, and she's still being Mad Kiki. Okay? That is what's going down. That's going down. Mocha Latte, where's Jelani going? Ooh, where is Jelani Cambridge going? Blah, 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 blah. Where's Jelani going? I'll tell you this right here. She ain't going to LSU. Nope. Here's the thing. LSU got number one recruiting class of class 2023. Class of 2023. They ain't going to have it in the class of 2024. At this point, LSU would be lucky to have a class in the top 25. Lucky. Because they're not going to get Sarah Strong. They're not going to get Jelani Cambridge. They didn't get Joyce Edwards. And even though they tried everything they could to get the services of Joyce Edwards, sending their homeboy, the recruiting guru, over to volleyball games and saying he posted on the social medias and saying all this other crazy stuff that basically is all locked in and all this craziness that was going on with LSU. You know, LSU, old Kim Mulkey picking up old Joyce Edwards and that old drop top Mercedes and all this up and down in the third. All these different things, right? They didn't sell the deal with old LSU. No, Joyce Edwards did not go there. So they missed out. They're going to miss out on number one ranked recruit in Sarah Strong. They missed out on number two ranked recruit in Joyce Edwards. They're going to miss out on number three ranked recruit in Jelani Cambridge. They miss out on number four ranked recruit in Kate Koval, Kennedy Smith, Justice Lee. Should I go on and on? Manny Daniel. It's so many different players. And there's only like 3 or 4 players right now, top 100 players in the country right now, who has not committed to a basketball team. Only like 3 or 4. And of that 3 or 4, though, that includes Jelani and Sarah Strong. So let's take that out of the equation. So you take those two out of the equation, you have about two players in the top 100 that hasn't signed yet. That's all. I'm going to leave it like that. But as far as Jelani, where is she going? I've heard Ohio State. I've heard multiple teams, but I saw Jelani play during the summer on the Army Elite. I saw her play. The girl is nice. She is special. She is a point guard extraordinaire. She is real deal. She's real deal. Whatever team that she goes to are getting an elite player. So more power to her. More power to her. We'll see. Probably in January. Probably after the season is over. We'll see what Jelani is. January, February timeframe. We'll see what Jelani is going. The thing that shocked me. This is the thing that shocked me. That neither one of those players actually committed. Neither one committed, during the early signing period. Most of the players, most of the college basketball players, men and women, commit during the early signing period in November. That's what they do. They do it during the early signing period in November before their season starts. They concentrate on basketball. They graduate and they move on. You did have Sarah Strong and Jelani Cambridge did not. So that makes me pause for a few reasons, but more to follow on Jelani, Mocha Latte, more to follow on her. DT Zakiya, I'm hearing, is heavily recruited by Louisville. She is, because she's from Kentucky. She attends a lot of the games. She's courtside as well. This will be a similar, because sometimes, home states matter. Zakiya is from Kentucky, much like Joyce is from South Carolina, Fulwiley's from South Carolina. All these players from South Carolina. So you have that home team, home state pull, so they growing up. They want to, hey, I'm sure Zakia. I don't know. I can't even say that. I ain't even say that. I was gonna say that I'm sure that Zakia didn't grow up wanting to play for the South Carolina. And you know what? I can't say that. Because when you win the championships and because Zakia, she's probably about 16 years old. We won championship in 2017, led by Aja Wilson. Okay. Won championship in 2022, led by Aaliyah Boston. We've been number one team more than anybody over the last 6 years. So in the prime of her life, from 10 to 16, the number one team has been the University of South Carolina, not Louisville. Not Louisville. It's been South Carolina. Don Staley's been on the television, been on the television screen, whether it's a flat screen 75-inch or a box black and white 13-inch TV. She been putting that out. She been seeing Don Staley and seeing South Carolina putting in that work. She been watching Ty Harris. She been watching Quavo Samoa. She been watching Zaya Cook, Destiny Henderson. She been watching all these players, Taya Cooper, all these players, all these guards, and now watching. Yeah, here's the thing. Because I saw her at the Under Armour Elite. Who's she playing with at the Under Armour Elite? Who's she playing with? Oh, Joyce Edwards. Mm-hmm. Who's she playing with? Oh, Maddie McDaniel. Who did they sign with? Oh, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So when she's at Under Armour Elite this summer, and no, this is another thing. Don't forget this right here. Under Armour Elite in Atlanta, Georgia. So you got the top 24 players in the country. Aaliyah Chavez wasn't there, but you got the top 24 players in the country. Okay, so in those top 24 players, you got two teams broken up into 12 different, 12, right? So you got the coaches. You got the coaches. You got the assistant coaches. Who are the assistant coaches for the Under Armour Elite? Who are the assistant coaches? I'll tell you, because everybody don't know. And I'll tell you this right here. So the assistant coaches for this Under Armour Elite, one team was Raven Johnson. Other team was Sanaya Fagan. Okay? I'm just saying. Now, they ain't do much assistant coaching. They ain't do much of that. But it was there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Zakia is attending a lot of Louisville games, but do not think because it's a couple of rumors out there right now that old Don Staley will be making an in-home visit to check out Zakia Johnson. Check her out, a home visit, a high school game, all these different things. And if it's a high school game, when Don Staley walks in the room, everybody stand up. It don't matter if you're late, you stand up. You stand up because all hail the queen. All hail the queen, Don Staley. So just to let you know. So Louisville has been recruiting her hard because Louisville don't want her out of the state. And if she leaves the state of Kentucky, she is going to be a South Carolina Gamecock. I'm letting you know right now. She's going to be a Gamecock. If she don't commit to Louisville, she's going to be a Gamecock. And we saying this on December 12th. December 12th. That's what we were saying. December 12th. Cordelia, you better put some respect on Kamilla's game. You better put some respect on Kamilla's name. Kamilla Cardoso is the truth. She is the truth, and she will remain the truth as long as she is wearing a garden in that black uniform. And when she go to the W, she will be the truth then too, because 6'7" is 6'7". You can't teach 6'7". You can't teach it. You can never teach it 6'7". I wish you could teach 6'7", because you can teach 6'7". You can take a class. You do it online. You can do a Zoom, whatever the case may be. I wish I could take it, because I love to be 6'7". I love to be able to get the stuff at the top of the shelf. I love to be able to dunk a basketball again. I love all that stuff. But 6'7", and we have her. We have her. Mogalata, that big from France, I think her name was, yes, she is really good. She is really good. More to follow. She is really good. And she fits the mold of a South Carolina Gamecock. Huh. Yes, she does. Crunk girl, Benedict College, Illinois. That's my alma mater. Benedict from Columbia, South Carolina, old private school. Got a little football team. Yeah, I know all about Benedict. I did a couple years of Francis Marion too. We got two. We got two Benedict alums. Wow, that's amazing. Benedict is cool. I got a nephew who goes to Allen. But Benedict is cool. I can't say nothing bad about him, Benedict. No, I mean, I expect Benedict to be on the schedule for LSU next year. I do. LSU though. I do. Mm-hmm. All these comments, so many. Going to be a hostile crowd at LSU. Frico beats 843. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy at LSU. And the ticket prices are insane. The ticket prices for that game is insane. I just said it right there. So it's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be crazy. But the easiest way to shut up a hostile environment? Blow them out. Be up by 15 at the half. That's the way you shut down a hostile environment. Because if you ain't got nothing to cheer about, you're going to keep your mouth closed. You're going to start playing on your phone. You're going to start playing Candy Crush. You're going to do all these things. You're going to start looking at Facebook. All these different things. Those are the things that happen. Those are the things that happen when you're in a hostile environment and you're getting blown out. You start going to the bathroom more. You go get some popcorn. You go you might go get a hot dog. All those different things. You might call somebody on the telephone, like, what you doing? I'm doing this. I'm doing that. All those things happen when you're getting blown out. So hostile about, this is what happens a lot when, you're getting blown out. If you playing a tough team, like when South Carolina play, this is the thing, because the AP poll is going to figure out a way to have LSU in the top 5. However it's going to matriculate, LSU going to be a top 5, probably top 3 team in the country when they play South Carolina. And it's going to be all over ESPN, Number 1, South Carolina, rematch against the national champions, the LSU Tigers. Because last year was number 1 versus number 2. And you're going to have, what's her name? Rebecca Lobo calling the game with Ryan Rosillo. All these different things going to be going down. All these things going down. And so it's gonna be so the atmosphere gonna be crazy, and Kim Mulkey gonna come in with a horse and carriage and gonna have feathers and peacocks flying out of everywhere, and her glow in the dark outfit, and then not only her glow in the dark outfit to go along with the coaching staff, because they be dressing weird too. They dress like, this is how they dress. The coaching staff dress like they like in the 80s. I don't know if y'all remember. That show Solid Gold, but think of the it was like with Marilyn McCool. I think I was a kid back then, but I do remember watching Solid Gold. So that's how they dress. They had the sequence and the bright colors. I like, because everything you can't wear. And it's everybody. It's everybody on coaching staff. It's like everybody get a memo. Everybody get a memo at the beginning of the week. So I can only say, because like we're in the Army, we do our MDMP, we do our command and staff briefings, we do all these different things with all the different commanders and the first sergeant, all the different people coming into the room together, and we chop it up and talk about what's going on with the unit and all the different things. So I can only imagine when LSU is doing their team meetings, and we say, okay, so the slide pops up. So we watch the slide. So the pop up. So the first slide is LSU outfit. So I don't think I can think about. So you have an LSU outfit. So when it pops up on the slide, and you have multiple different choices. So for the males and the females, you probably have got 2 or 3 different ones that you're going to choose from. So they say, okay, so for the males, we're going to choose number 1. We're going to choose number 1. So they bring in a sample. They bring in a sample what the male's going to wear. So they bring in a sample what the male's going to wear. It's like, oh, okay, that's what we're wearing. So we wearing bell bottoms, and we wearing some sequence gold, and then we wearing a top hat. That's what we're gonna wear for the game. That's what we're gonna wear for the South Carolina game. That's what's gonna be. That's what pop up on the side. So the females, they don't like number 1. They choose number 2. So the females choose number 2, and when they choose number 2, so they got the young lady coming in to model the number 2 of what they're gonna actually wear. So when the number 2 modeling what she actually gonna wear. So for the South Carolina game, this is what we're gonna wear. We're gonna wear it's gonna be a boa. It's gonna be a boa, and it's gonna be a special boa. This special boa is gonna just light up. That's all it's gonna do. All during like, it's gonna be just lighting up with lights, just like a Christmas tree. That's all it's gonna do. Is light up, light up, light up, light up, light up. And then when the lights go out, it's just gonna glow. That's what it's gonna glow. And then that's the boa. And then you're gonna have either a dress or pantsuit. It's your option. It's your option, whatever you want to do. Dress or pantsuit. You choose. But and then it's going to be unique in that because when you're in the pantsuit, when the left leg goes out, it lights up. When the right leg goes out, it lights up. So you're going to have a constant just lighting up, lighting up, lighting up. That's what's going to be. That's what's going to be. And then the dress is just going to rotate. It's gonna, you ain't seen it, but it's going to be a rotating dress. It's just going to spin around and light up. Those are what the meetings are going on for the LSU Tigers right now when they're talking about the Gamecocks. The first side ain't about basketball, ain't about offense, ain't about defense. Is what we're going to wear. That's what we're going to talk about. That's the first slide of the team meeting for the week of South Carolina. Because it knows it's going to be all over ESPN. It's going to be all over ABC. It's going to be all over everywhere. You probably make Good Morning America. You know Good Morning America loves some Angel Reese. So it's going to be all talking about that stuff. That's what we're going to talk about. Man. Darwin needs job Bradley plays not using a matchup with Morrow. I don't think you're going to see that. I don't think you see that at all, bro. I don't think you see that. Nope. Milton Morris. Can Texas make the Final Four? I think they're undefeated thus far. Texas is, I believe, 10-0. 10-0. But Texas played one team in the top 60. One team. Their schedule is straight garbage. So schedules matter. Schedules matter. So when they play a team like Baylor, I'll take a look at it. But at this point right now, I can't say how good Texas is because they ain't played no damn body. They played one good team. That was UConn. They beat them. UConn ranked 17th in the net ranking. Okay, they beat a good basketball team. The rest of the 9 games, some junior colleges. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot to prove to me. They got a lot to prove to me. So Final Four, we'll talk about it again when they play somebody. We'll talk about it. Mr. J, you and Quitter should do a live stream watching the soccer live versus LSU game. That would be dope. Maybe I should reach out to her. Maybe, Quitter, if you listen, maybe reach out to me. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be fun. She got people. She got people. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you completely. Mocha Latte, Breezy can lock up Flage. I am not worried about Flage. I'm not. She's a good player. She's a good player, but she's not a difference maker against this basketball team. Not this basketball team. Some other teams should be a good, a matchup situation, but not against this basketball team. Nope, not worried about that whatsoever. Vernon Kelly, if South Carolina defeats LSU and Baton Rouge, then there will be nobody that can stop the Lady Gamecocks. Vernon Kelly, first off, is when South Carolina defeats LSU in Baton Rouge. That's the first thing. Yeah, but I got what you said, man. Hey, it's like this right here. It's like this. I ain't scared of no LSU. I'm just not. Now, maybe over when they play some decent teams, I can get a better idea of what they are. Maybe I can talk more intelligently about LSU. But so far, when you got 100 and something ranked strength of schedule, you ain't got no seats at the table, man. You ain't got no seats at the table for me. Nah, you got no seats at the table. You play top competition, then you got a seat at the table. And like their next 4 games are against bad basketball teams. So that the next 4 games, they're gonna win out. They're gonna be blowouts. So that whole Angel Reese thing, getting the double record, all this cool jazz, all that cool stuff, right? Double. Like, yo, you playing Johnson C. Smith and CPCC and Gordon Ramsay's culinary school, Hell's Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That has no stock value with me. But for the regular folks, oh, they won this amount of games. We got these amount of stats, but you ain't playing no damn body. So, and Moki, please don't disrespect Chloe F. Lashley kids with that Kardashian name. I love that comment. Oh my God. That is so dope. Oh my God. That is awesome. Oh man. Tanzuz, I'd be more worried about Ole Miss and their defense over LSU. I would agree with you. I don't know what's up with Ole Miss, man. I don't know what's up with them. I was like, I don't know. I thought LSU, Ole Miss would be much better. They play good defense, but I don't know. I'm just not. Dom 34 salute. Appreciate our service. Yes, for sure. Yep. Yeah, man. For Irwin Cap, 33 days to the bowl. Oh my God, that was something serious. Anybody who did NTC, much respect to you. I feel you. It was some stuff. Standing up on his own, man. That uniform, I threw that joint away. Ain't gonna get no more wears. Ain't nothing the dry cleaners can do to that mess. You can clean it. It had that desert dirt on it. It was stank. I don't know. This is what's thing right here. Okay. A lot of people watching me right now. A lot of people watching Captain Will right now. So I'm just giving you an idea. Because a lot of people watching me right now ain't never been to the military. Never been to the military. So it is not unheard of. It is not unheard of into the military, especially NTC. Well, you ain't taking a shower. You ain't taking a shower. So if you ain't taking a shower, or if you taking a shower, it ain't a shower. It's like you get in a canteen and you just or you might get some baby wipes and just hit all the hot areas. That's a shower when you're up in the box in NTC. That's real talk. Okay, so we're in a box for 30 days. So you got and I was in the infantry unit. I was in the infantry unit. We're gonna go to Afghanistan. Yeah. So you had a whole lot of dudes who didn't mind taking no shower. None. They had no whole lot of dudes. So you in the you in the box for all day, doing patrolling, doing all the cool stuff that Army people do that you might see on the commercial. You doing all that stuff, right? So what happens? This is what happens. Once you come back, you get something to eat. You go make it to a huge tent. We got old cots and all this different stuff. You got your gear and all this different stuff. This was a summer. You're talking about in California, desert, the summer. It's hot. And you don't wash, it stank. It stank. I'm telling you. And you are in a tent, a hot ass tent. It is hot and it stank. And it's like, it ain't a worse smell. And we've seen and we've heard and we smelt. I don't know if you can hear a smell, but you know what? I heard the smell. I heard the smell of foreign, and I heard it, and it stank smell. So you hear the smell and you could taste it. It was just nasty, right? But it's all us. It's all us. There's a bunch of dudes just smelling just horrible. You know what I'm saying? So for my non-military people, you know what I'm saying? You go to Fort Irwin, you go to Fort Pope, you go to all these, whatever these places is that prepare you before you go to a deployment. It ain't nothing nice. No, it's not. Dom 34, keep it going, Cap. Smash and like, subscribe. Appreciate you, brother. Michelle J, oh my God, I don't know how Captain Will's wife deals with him. He's a fool talking about what to pack for the vacation. I don't know how, my wife, she is so, how can I say? My wife is the nicest person walking this face of this earth. And we when I'm weak in, she's strong in. When I'm strong in, she's weak in. And we fit like a freaking glove. I ain't gonna front. We fit like a glove. It is so amazing. And when I PCS from this story time. Story time with Captain Will. Story time with Captain Will. So when I PCS from Pennsylvania, Harrisburg MEPS. I worked at a MEPS station. I was an operations officer. PCS from Harrisburg, PA, and I showed up at Bragg. And before I PCS, before I left Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, I pray to God. I was like, God, I pray to God. Remember, got on my knees. I pray to God. I said, God, I want a God-fearing woman. I want a God-fearing woman who is beautiful, who is smart, and who got a big butt. I did. That was my prayer. I tell you no lie. We all family. That is what I pray. That's what I pray to God. Yes, I pray for a God-fearing woman who is beautiful, who is smart, and who got a big butt. I got to Fort Bragg, and my wife fit all the criteria. It was amazing. And we've been rocking together since. She came in with 2 kids. I came in with 3 kids. We got this whole thing going. It's been an amazing ride, and I love that girl to death. So, with that being said, pray for what you want. Pray for what you want, because prayers will be answered. Pray for what you want. I know she's going to push me dead in my throat when I get upstairs. Tip Brown Roberts, cap. Dom 33. I went to the elite game in Greensboro. I met Don Staley, point guard in the game. She's so sweet, right? She's so sweet. Tip Brown, respect Quita because she taught women's basketball. For sure, she does. Facts, Tip. I'm happy that I found a channel that talks about women's basketball. That's it. It's a lot of going on out there. Yes, it's a lot going on. So we keep it real. We've been going on for 3 hours. Oh my God, 3 hours. I gotta get up and get my my pedicure and manicure. I gotta get up soon. My wife, you know what I'm saying? Like my wife got a 9:30 appointment. I don't get up on 9:30. I gotta get up early tomorrow. Like it's a whole process. It's a whole process for me. So getting up early, well, I will go get my manicure and pedicure. I will do that. Yeah, but we talk women's basketball, man. We have a good time doing it. So if you're new to it, we still got 151 people, which I'm amazed at right now at 10 o'clock watching me for 3 hours. Wow. Say that right there. But it's just amazing that we can chop it up about women's basketball. And, we sprinkle in some other silly stuff, but Dom 34. Cap, I pack light too when I'm traveling. Facts. You don't need to pack heavy traveling. No. No, you gotta pack all heavy. We wouldn't go in tropical. If we went going tropical, it's so cool going to like a tropical area, 80-some degrees and everything. So when I do my show on Saturday, I would when I do a show on Saturday? I will do a show on Saturday. We play Presbyterian. So when I do my show on Saturday, it's gonna be, I don't know where I'm gonna do it from, but hopefully the internet is really good. And if the internet is really good, it might be at the one of the multiple bars. I would love to do a show in a swim up bar. That would be dope. Well, I don't get in the water. I might dip my toe in, but that's about it. I don't get in the water. I ain't one of them water tights. My wife will get out there, but I'll do it like an Instagram video. Do an Instagram video where it look like I'm in the water, but I ain't getting the water. Oh man. Joe Garrity, luck cap, love your show. Never miss. Raven will rebound for the Utah game. It was a blip for her, not a reason for worry. You are so right. You are so right. Raven will ball out. I have nothing but the ultimate confidence in Raven Johnson. Hey, Cap, well, time for a shot. This was 8:59. I only did one shot today. Only did one shot. But I've been drinking a lot of wine. So, because typically we just do a shot. I do a shot. This is how I do. Oh, man, I was supposed to do a shot too, right? That's tripping. I'm tripping. Hey, babe, go give me a shot. Give me a shot. Hey, Shondell Matthews. It's, let me text my wife and tell her to give me a shot. Since Robert want me to drink some more. So, Shondell Matthews currently Albany bracket, North Carolina State 1, Utah 2, Indiana 3. Indiana's a good team. Kansas 4, UConn 5, all can change depending on the final results. Absolutely good stat. Good stat. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going to change. North Carolina State got a really good team. Utah got a really good team. You know, the March Madness is going to be sensational. Sensational. It is going to be so great. Rodney Bird, I'm concerned with Sanaya job playing time, knowing what she have to offer is given a chance with a blown out team. She needs to get some work and experience. I agree with you. Thank you, babe. I'm talking about give me a shot. She bring me some water. Mix in the sweet and sour. Get the shot glass. Whatever, babe. Okay. I think we might see Utah again in March. Peely gets hers, but they have to shut. I don't want to see Utah again. I'm just saying. I don't want to see them. They teach Ja be getting in foul trouble. She has to work on that. Ja, I mean, she just she's a young player. She's a young player. She plays defense. She's a young player. She's played defense, and she's a freshman. Come on, give her time. If this was low key, if Rivers would have stayed, would have been even more dangerous last year and this year. It's really, you know what, because the dynamic of the team will be a little different if Rivers would have stayed. So if Rivers, in my humble opinion, if Rivers would have stayed, then you won't have Te-Hina Paopao. You won't have Te-Hina Paopao. So I think everything happens for a reason. Rivers went back to North Carolina. She was playing with North Carolina State. She's at our home state, and she is playing out of this world. We were able to get Te-Hina Paopao in the transfer portal, and she is playing out of this world. And hopefully we'll get her for another year. Art of free speech. With my granny was 91. She did PT just for fun. Facts. Dom 34. Cap will let you know. Keep going. Yeah. William W. Ellis. Fulwiley. That sounds like a law firm. William W. Ellis Law Firm. It is the best law firm for all your injury needs. Contact William W. Ellis. The card is available. Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will is sponsored by William W. Ellis. I love that name. Fulwiley, in addition to her speed and acrobatics, taking the ball to the hole and dunking, three-point shooting handles prove that she is a shutdown defender with fouling with light fingers and steals. Fulwiley is the truth. She's the truth. And she's only going to get better and better and better. She's getting, you know what I'm saying? So think about it like in terms of this right here. It's 9 basketball games. This year, when we win the tournament, we're going to probably play 40 basketball games. The MilLaysia Fulwiley, December the 12th, and the MilLaysia Fulwiley that we will have the first week in April, 2 different players. The MilLaysia Fulwiley we have right now will be a completely different player this time next year. Only getting better. Like Don Staley said, this is the worst we will ever be. This is the worst we ever be. So the number 1 team in the country, this is the worst we're going to be this year. How crazy is that? So Robert Arrington, here's my shot. My wife actually made it. So here we go. I didn't get it all. She's trying to kill me. All right, so cheers. Robert Minnick. I became a Shamrock fan January the 20th after being laid for 4 months from a vehicle accident. They became my favorite team more than NBA or NFL. First of all, thank you. I'm happy that you survived, and Prayers up for, it happened January 2020, but prayers up for you, as we grow. And I know you comment a lot, so appreciate you, brother. And as far as it being a Shamrock, hey man, that's your thing. I'm a Gamecock guy, obviously, but I mean, over time, you just watch good basketball, and they're a good basketball team. They're a good basketball team. So appreciate you. And I watch, because I'm a college football NFL guy since I was a kid. It was always the Washington Redskins and the USC. Then became USC and the Washington football team. Then it became USC and the Washington Commanders. So, and who knows what the team gonna be now? So I always been rocking with that. But I find myself like on Sunday, this past Sunday, I was watching women's college basketball the whole day. No NFL at all. So watch all the games, and that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I guess that's what I'm turned to. Tiff Brown, Texas A&M is working quietly. Y'all paying attention to them? Tiff, I am. And when we play Texas A&M, that's going to be a really good basketball game. They are coached very well, and they play. I mean, they a good basketball team. And I think that the net ranking is about 32nd, maybe 23rd. I can't remember. Maybe 27. But they have a high net ranking. So when we play them, I think we played Texas A&M right before we play LSU. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I can't recall. But they're a good basketball team. They are a good basketball team. Yeah, they're good, Tiff. You bring up a great point. They are good. Dom 34 is you are, bro. I'm gonna give you a job. You are working the room. You are working the room, brother. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Darn how big I was talking about Chloe guard like skills. Chloe did the swim move to the back. Yeah. I know sometimes I'll be talking too fast. So just deal with me. Yeah, brother. Yeah, just shout out, man. Keith Anderson, TAMU is a very good team and will smack a few SEC teams this year. I cannot agree with you more. Facts. They are a really good basketball team. And they will continue to be a good basketball this year, and they're going to knock off some teams, and they will give South Carolina a battle. We ain't talking about them now. We are not talking about them now. But when SEC play starts up, we will be diving deep into the Texas A&M team. We will. And I look forward to it. I look forward to talking about, I can't wait to SEC play. So then, you're talking about every game matters then. Every game matters. So I can't wait to see that. James McFadden, Captain, never seen the conference so far. Is the league as good as last year? Nah, it's not as good. It's not as good. I think the Pac-12 is the best league in the country. Pac-12 is deep. There's some really good basketball teams. I think South Carolina will get, not South Carolina. I think the SEC will get multiple teams in the tournament, but we're not as good as we were last year. As far as a conference, Tennessee is down. We see what Tennessee is without Rickea Jackson. We see it, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. So, and obviously South Carolina, LSU is the cream of the crop in the conference. And then you have some good teams in Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. You have some teams of that nature. But all in all, Pac-12 is deeper. They deeper. UCLA, Stanford, Southern Cal. You got some teams over there. You got some teams. Got some teams. Robert Ferguson. Hey, Cap, Bowling Green is in Kentucky. It's about 89 miles from Fort Campbell. I was never stationed at Fort Campbell. My wife was. Was she stationed at Fort Campbell? No, she wasn't stationed at Fort Campbell. I never stationed at Fort Campbell. There was a time I wanted to be stationed at Fort Campbell, but it never happened. Most of my Army career, I was at Bragg twice. I was an East Coast cat. So I was at Bragg twice. I was at first duty assignment was Fort Drum, New York. Oh God, upstate New York, and I was a Carolina kid, obviously. And I showed up at Fort Drum, New York, 21 years old in the winter. Man, we went to the field. I straight up, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. That was the coldest I had ever been at that point in my life. I thought I was gonna die. I remember we went to the field. I think I was there for like a month. I was there for a month. We went to the field for like a week, right? Went to the field for a week. And I remember taking my weapon and going to the Porta-John. And it was like, so I think it was like a foot of snow out there in the field. Again, I just left South Carolina. I'm 21 years old. Left South Carolina, show up in upstate New York, 12 miles from Canada. I ain't talking about New York City. Fort Drum to New York City is about 8 hours away, okay? I know because we left Fort Drum one time and drove to Brooklyn, my homeboy and about 6 of us in a little ass car, driving to Brooklyn to go to a party. I know that it took us 8 hours to get there. So we upstate New York, 12 miles from Canada, my country self up there, and I'm just reevaluating choices that I made of why I joined the Army and why they decided to send me to Fort Drum, New York. Because I was excited. I remember I got the assignment. I was like, oh man, I'm going to New York. And the drill sergeant and instructors and everybody looking at me crazy, like, you excited about going? Because I thought I was going to New York City. They ain't tell me I'm going to Fort Drum. So anyway, I'm in the Porta-John with my weapon, foot of snow, well below 32 degrees. It was just cold. And I'm sitting there chilling, doing what I do, doing what we do. I'm like, what? Why do I do this? Why? I could be back at home. I could be working at a factory. I could be taking some classes. I could be doing all these different things. I'm up in Fort Drum, New York, about 18 degrees, in a Porta-John, in a foot of snow, and I'm in the field. I'm like, oh my God, the choices that we make. So that was where we're there. So I ain't never been there. I ain't never been to Fort Campbell. Robin Minnick, LSU lost out on Shaq's daughter. They did, because she went to Florida. Ooh, I didn't even think about that, man. Tom Ellis, any chance Jelani Cambridge waiting to see what Te-Hina leaves or stay? I did not think about that. I did not think about that whatsoever. That brings up a point. Who knows? But I mean, I would say this right here. I've seen Te-Hina and I've seen Maddie both play. Maddie. I've seen Jelani and I've seen Maddie both play. Both of them are top 3 point guards in the country. If there's a scenario, but I do believe she's going to Baylor. I believe she's going to Baylor. But if there's a scenario of Te-Hina leaving and there's a guard position out there, who knows, Wesley Kwan. LSU ain't got no Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong on the UConn. I don't know if anybody told you. Sarah Strong on the UConn, fam. She ain't going to LSU. Sarah Strong is going to UConn. And here's a fun fact too for all our Carolina fans. Sarah Strong has not chosen what school she's going to go to. South Carolina still in top 5. What if we get Sarah Strong? I'm just saying. Irvin Paget. Hey, Cam, did Deltac get injured last week at our high school game? She got injured. She actually got injured in November. And speaking about a Deltac, I'm going to be doing an interview with a Deltac tomorrow. I think we're doing it at 7 o'clock. We're doing an interview tomorrow evening. And we're gonna do an interview, a Deltac, and we're gonna ask that question, in terms of our recovery and things of that nature. So that interview will happen tomorrow night. I will post it on Thursday, so you will hear all about a Deltac and whatever questions you have about a Deltac. I'm sure they will be answered coming up. Low key. When did LSU get Sarah Strong? They did not. Oh, Wesley just talking some mess. They ain't got no Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong. Wesley Quine, Sarah Strong only visit with LSU. You think she's not going to play with Michaela again and then when to go? Bro, I'm just letting you know. Sarah Strong only visit was not LSU. It was not only LSU. She has made multiple visits, and UConn did a home visit for the services of Sarah Strong. Okay, I'm just telling you what I know. Telling you what I know. Okay, you will hope that that's the only place, but no, that's not true. She did a visit with LSU. She did a visit with LSU. It was her and Kate Koval. Kate Koval decided not to go to LSU. They thought they was going to do it. They did a twofer. You know, they had the number one ranked player and the fourth ranked player in the country visiting LSU, and neither one of them signed. Neither one of them signed. And Wesley, I appreciate you. I appreciate you showing the love, doing the comments, keeping the algorithm going. I really do. But all signs point to Sarah Strong signing with UConn. All signs point to Sarah Strong signing with UConn. Until I see something different, that's what I'm going with. But I appreciate your love, man. Yeah, I mean, Sarah Strong is a special player. She get that 3. She got size. She's a really nice player. She's a really nice player. The score, DT. Thank you for the score. Score right now, 124-36. Meniz is literally top. No, I say top 5. Low 5 in the country in terms of teams. Out of the 360 teams in this country, Meniz State, I believe, is 355th. Okay? 355th. This is your vaunted LSU team. With that, because they went into the game with 109th, 120th ranked strength of schedule. Well, that strength of schedule just takes a serious dip after this game. So Meniz. So LSU, waking up tomorrow, their strength of schedule probably 189th. But that's not it. That's not all of it. Because over the next 4 games, LSU is playing teams that are ranked anywhere between 200th to 300. 4 straight games. Please miss me with the Angel Reese, Michaela Williams, Fly J, Anissa Morrow conversation. Miss me with that. Miss me. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Until you play somebody, because they only play 2 teams. They play 2 teams that are ranked in the top 60. One of those teams they lost to, and that's Colorado. Okay? Miss me with that mess. They ain't playing nobody. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself defending national champions, scheduling these scrub teams. Man. Nolan, God bless you, Brother Will. My mom and dad served in the Canadian Armed Forces. That's dope. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you, Nolan. You do really good comments. Really, so more power to you, man. Come on. Is this you just be ashamed of yourself. It should be ashamed. I'm just so I'm just bugging over this. Michelle J, you tapped out. I'm about to tap out too. Good night to all GTL fam on the East Coast. Only 7 p.m. on that West Coast. I'm about to be heading to the store. Hey, much love to you, girl. Dom 34, my Carolina Panthers, Charlotte Hornets all day. I've been to a couple of Hornets games this season and had a great time. One game with my wife, one game with my son. We had a great time. And it was awesome. Mocha Latte, somehow I was unsubscribed. No wonder I wasn't getting more notification. Mocha Latte, I need you to do better. That's the first thing. I need you to do better and make sure you subscribe and get notifications. We talk a lot. So when we talk again on When next time I'm doing a live show? So we going to the Cancun. I'm gonna do a live show. I'm gonna try to do a live show on Friday. It won't be long, maybe 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to do a live show on Friday. Give y'all I'm gonna take y'all. I'm gonna take y'all with me to Cancun. I'm gonna take y'all with me to Cancun. So I'm gonna do a show on Friday and probably on my phone. So do that on Friday. Brian Garcia, I hate we don't play a big game into LSU. Well, I mean, you know what, man? We played Mississippi Valley State, and I want to say we played Texas A&M beforehand. I want to say that. Any recruit news on Zakia Johnson? It was one media outlet that was saying that Don was making a home visit today. Well, that's not true because Don Staley was at Joyce Edwards' game today. But I see that the traction with Zakia Johnson is real. It is real talk. It is real information. It is real comments. Okay. So I anticipate Don Staley doing a full court press on Zakia Johnson coming to South Carolina for the 2025 class. I really do. And I think it's going to come to a point, real talk, where it's going to be like, why not? Why not? Why won't you? Give me a reason. I think it'd be more so like, give me a reason why you're not going to sign with South Carolina. Give me a reason, because you will have the opportunity to play. You're a dynamic point guard. You're a dynamic guard. You have an opportunity to play next year. Well, not next year, 2025. You have an opportunity to play. You continue the legacy of these dynamic guards. You are special. Come on down. You're number 5 ranked recruit. Let's go. 2025, talking about 2 years from now. 2 years from now. Okay? So you're talking about Raven a senior. Or here's the fun fact. This is a fun fact that we're not really talking about. Raven Johnson is real talk is a red shirt sophomore because she tore up her knee 3 games in her freshman year. So she red shirt. So in order to go to the W, you got to be 4 years removed from your high school class. Okay? Raven Johnson could go to the W next year. After completion of next year, Raven Johnson could go to the W. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know. I haven't talked with her about that. I don't know. We are still early in this year. Would I want her to stay? Hell yeah, I want Raven Johnson to stay. But just think of a scenario like this right here. If Raven Johnson is gone after next year, Zakia Jones, Manny McDaniel, MilLaysia Fulwiley is your dynamic, sensational guard play. Okay? That is awesome. Awesome. I'm just saying. Darwin E. Did not know Sarah Strong is Allison Feaster's daughter. Yep, sure is. Track Life Gaming. Man, I come here to listen to soccer and I talk all yell about LSU. The sports podcast never talk about it. Dude, I've been talking for 3 hours. Track Life Gaming, bra, a girl, a whoever. I've been talking for 3 hours and 27 minutes. 42 seconds. Fam, I talk all about Gamecocks women's basketball. That is what I do. I do it on a daily basis. And Track Life Gaming, I don't know if you subscribe, but it makes sure you subscribe because I got upwards of 180 videos talking all about Gamecock women's basketball. Fam, I'm the only one who talk about women's basketball every day, centric on Gamecock women's basketball every day. Okay? Nobody else, and I ain't calling nobody out. I ain't doing no stuff like that. I only do, but they know who I am. They know who I am. I'm the only one who do that. Okay, so Track Life Gaming, welcome to the family. I appreciate you being here. But you want to hear me talk all about it? Just rewind, brother. Just rewind. Mocha Latte. Oh, yeah. You are from Cali. So it's all good. That's why you jump in, jump out. It's all good. It's jump in, jump out. You know, I don't expect anybody. You always there, though. You always there, so I appreciate Nolan, good night, fam. Trail, what's up, my LSU guy? We didn't have a week schedule in the tournament last year, and we stormed through it. And that's after getting blown out by South Carolina, losing a big lead to Tennessee. Well, you know what, Trail? Appreciate the comment. I appreciate you standing up and cheering for your team. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you checking me out, bro. Appreciate you checking me out. I would say this right here. Y'all beat a Utah team that I didn't expect it to happen. Y'all beat an Iowa team that I did expect it to happen because we played our worst against Iowa and they beat us by 4 points. So I expected y'all to win. I did. Now, y'all got blown out by us. It was ugly. It was terrible. It was really something to see. You know, it was bad. It was bad loss by y'all. Y'all didn't show up to play. And when y'all showed up to play, we beat y'all down. Now, with that being said, if we would have beat Iowa and we would have played y'all again, we would have blew y'all out again. And all the NIL deals and all the Breakfast Club stuff and all this right here, all that stuff that transpired during the Iowa game wouldn't have happened against us. Because y'all team don't match up well with us. Y'all good basketball team. I ain't gonna front. Y'all are a good basketball team. Y'all a good basketball team. But it just don't match up well. It just don't match up well. So I wish you the best. I wish you the best. Trey, I love you, Cap. It's all love, brother. Man, you know I just talk mess. This is barbershop talk. This is straight up barbershop talk. This is barbershop talk. It's barbershop talk, having a good time. But I tell you this right here, I got to get up in the morning. I got to go with my wife and go get a pedicure and a manicure. I got to get things done before I go to Cancun. So this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your boy, Captain Will. I appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the love and the joy. Y'all have a good night. I thank you. We'll be doing this again in a couple of days. You're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.